shortly after that they had runners head to Blackmore and report to the branch of that operation and start working out the clearing their names. He is now happy to announce the deed is done, and with only costing so much in resources, he rewards the pair of halflings with a gold sack of 250 gold for helping capture Tazir, so you can add that to your party pool. This extra payment left over from our capture, it would have been more, but I used the resources to free up your name so you don't have to hide in the shadows, my friend, and he kind of air quotes shadows for you. With you starting a legit company, I might have some more jobs that I could flow your way. We shall see. And at this time, Bar and Gideon, if you had any unfinished business in town that you would love to, tie up, anything you had unsorted that hasn't been resolved yet, this would be the chance to do it. Let's start there. So, Bar, what did you need to get done during this week?
First, I need to go to a weaponsmith.
Alright, and I believe you had a special order, correct?
Yes.
And you already paid in advance, was that right or no?
I haven't made it to the weaponsmith yet.
Well, I'm allowing you to be there now.
Okay, well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get, because if I recall correctly, most of this information was in the other laptop, and that laptop just went kaput, and I don't remember what
we never made it to the to the shop, so I never found a chance to actually do stuff in town. But yeah, I'm wanting to make a sword with engravements of manticore claws. Hello?
Did we lose the star?
I think we lost. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. You hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, my mic apparently popped out on its own or something, but I couldn't hear Cutter there for a minute there either. Or Razor. Alright, so you want a sword that is basically filled with manticore claws, which kind of gives me the image of like a buzzsaw type thing, like it's just saw claws.
Pretty much blade on one edge and serrated with claws on the other.
Alright, I don't know what the practicality of this would be like in terms of like any bonus damage, but depending upon how you word your attacks, I might give you a certain additional damage depending upon how your attack lands. Didn't give you a price on this though, did I? So this is the first time you're putting in the order. So at the beginning of the week, you had the materials, right? The manticore claws. I would say flat 500 gold to kind of inlay it, since you're asking him to deal with exotic materials and inlay it into a blade.
You know what? Okay.
Alright. And by the end of the week you'll get that back. And then what else did you need to do?
I needed to go to Sylvan, but that could be done later.
Well, that's what we're here for now, so let's go ahead and do it now. Like, unless you want to make it a big scene where everybody in the guild is involved, if it's a private thing that you want to have, this is probably the time to do it.
Oh, it's not necessarily private, but I would think it would be more beneficial to the group if everyone kind of went.
Alright, so you want to save it and just bring everybody? Alright, we can do that. Alright, is there anything else that you're going to plan on doing before I go over to Gideon to see if he had anything? Gideon, did you have any plans?
I think we kind of ruled all mine out. Did we not?
Remind me.
The climby bits.
I don't remember. Or I'm not remembering correctly or something, I don't know.
The Titans.
Huh?
The Titans.
Oh. Oh, okay, that. Okay, so we're going to take care of all that in character on the same day that you're... Are you going to do a separate shopping adventure, or do you want to just go shopping together, or what? I mean, that's up to you.
Hey, we could all go, I guess.
Oh, alright, I guess there wasn't that much to go over, because I thought you were going to go get that book with Smithersmon
Which
beforehand.
book?
He needed an alchemy book, which he didn't have yet,
Yeah.
but we talked about it. That's because we talked about it, doesn't mean it happened. You have to let me know. Alright, so either way, you can still pick that up. So, let me just go ahead and go back to my narrative. After the applicants were reviewed, they were asked to show up bright and early the next day and prepare for a week-long trip out of town with plans that were being made. We now join them as they gather at the company's base of operation. Room assignments, company storefront, creeds, mottos, what have you, all those things you need to do before start swinging away at a day as a new crew. Now is the time to get things done. Phew, excuse me. Shishay will come by just one last time, just verifying that the people you hired on have been fully approved. She has their mark and seal. And she pretty much escorts all you guys inside to the company house and bar and getting you're all there bright and early. Alright, so here are the applicants you hired. So, if you're pleased with my work and services at this time, I'd be very kindly thank you if you would be sure to give a review of my services. It has been a pleasure serving you and yours, and you almost feel like she's reading from a script, and helping these gruff adventurers find employ so that they may not starve to death like unkept babes crying in a wolf's den. It's wailing preparing it to be the feast instead. I hope you all have a nice day, and I shall take my leave now. If ever you wish to hire me back on, for any reason, please visit the guild, and I shall be more than happy to join your company to help you sort out the stuff you need done.
She's just a joy, isn't she?
We should cape her.
I understand, ma'am. You could probably make a killing as a sort of sardonic stand-up comedian in some bar somewhere. Probably.
Kind of gives you the narrow eyes, like, charming.
Would you rather be doing that than doing this?
No, I would rather do this, because then I have a chance to kill somebody.
It's always a interesting job perk.
Yes, it is very interesting. I'm starting to see my job gaining benefits right before my eyes. That's humor, by the way.
I would be very, I'd be very worried if I took a peek at your journal. I don't want to though. Yeah, you have a good day, miss.
She kind of turns on her heel and says, well, judging from your tone and maybe a possible employment of permanency, it would be my pleasure to help if you need me to stay on.
I'm
Or
sorry.
can we keep her?
Do you want to?
Just so you know, little one, I'm not a pet. You don't keep
Can we keep her?
I think she probably has a choice in that matter, and I believe the decision would be a big no.
Okay, Shisha,
Yes,
how much are you wanting for your salary?
I'm usually paid 200 gold a month. And that's not including any extra work that I am to be paid for. So if there are separate services outside of being a clerk, be sure that I would add on to the tab. However, a standard 200 gold a month would ensure that I keep your place up and running, whether you're here or not.
That seems fair.
Very well. I shall let the guildmaster know, and then I will make my preparations to join the rest of you. And she kind of walks out.
Fargrim walked over to, is it Gideon? Trying to piece names to, voices to names, to character names. He's a rogue.
Bar.
Yeah, Gideon. Are you sure that's a good idea?
She seems nice.
But she doesn't seem to like any of you.
But she kept all you in line.
Yes, but that's not exactly the thing you need to be worrying about.
If she can handle adventure, surely she can handle people in town.
That's not the point. If you want security, you can just hire roughneck people built like me anytime. But if you have someone operating the front desk, as it were, it has to be someone who actually likes you, so they can.
But she's both.
She
She
doesn't.
likes us, I'm sure.
Am I crazy here? I'm pretty sure she hates all of you with a fiery passion
Then why did she take the job?
because she had to.
She doesn't have
No,
to.
she doesn't.
I think she
Everyone has choices.
I know. I think she's trying to be a vengeful assassin and kill you.
That's the wrong campaign.
Sorry, inside joke there, and I totally
No.
got it.
Oh, don't come crying to me if you find your morning bowl of bran flakes filled with purple worm poison.
What are
We
brand?
can-
Sorry, Bar, what did you want to say?
We can try her for a week, and if it doesn't work out, but she'll provide upkeep and while we're away, and be a not so good clerk, I guess.
Oh, I have to make sure she knows to keep an eye out for the storm.
Okay, you keep bringing that up. What is that?
It is many
The
things.
name.
I am storm.
Okay, Puddle.
Are you looking for yourself?
I think it's best. She kept talking. She wouldn't shut up about this during when she was in the break room. It'd probably be best if we just sort of let her prattle.
No. I'm looking for the storm. Maybe she can help. What if the storm comes looking for me?
I'm sure it won't.
I read this fascinating story about these small green people who constantly replaced words in their sentences with their own name. I don't know why. You remind me of them.
I'm not little nor green, and my name is Gale.
No, but in this book, story, these creatures always replace random words in their typical nomenclature with their species name.
Can I see this book?
I don't have it on me, but I think it was called the Smurfs.
Oh, don't worry, I can't read anyways. Smiles.
Okay, let's see where we're going, but I'm not sure we want to go there. No.
I'm not sure what you're insinuating, my good sir.
Alright, so a little bit of time passes, and then all of a sudden the doors slam open again, and you see Shishay with the stack of papers, some folders, some binders, some utensils like pens and papers and ink wells, and she just says, I brought my stuff. I'm going to go make myself a perch over there at that reception desk. If you need anything, let me know. Sets all of her stuff
You need
down.
help with any of that?
She gives you
I
this-
kinda.
Yeah, she kind of gives you the sly eyes like, no, I got this. I do believe you have business of your own to tend to, so please go about your business. I'll be here if you need me.
Would you like a mini bar back there?
No, thank you.
Really? Okay. Boss, what are we doing exactly? This is our first outing and all.
Well, first we probably should go to the guild to register you all to the guild.
No, they're
I think
already
we already
registered.
handled
They're already
we did
registered.
that right.
Yeah, we already handled that.
They would not
Yes,
have
they
been.
gave me this. I show some gem.
They all got the gym.
Okay, well,
I don't think we need to add them to a roster with the hiring notices.
Shishay kind of chimes in and says, don't worry, I have all their paperwork organized here. You guys are free to go do whatever business you wish to make money. I shall keep the books.
Thanks.
Yeah, you
then we should probably go and inquire about a job.
No, you guys don't got don't got one lined up yet.
Yeah, we do.
Bar, you're getting ahead of yourself, right? Or were you there for that
Camping.
Oh,
the team building exercise?
okay. Everyone, does everyone have rations?
Yeah.
Then how about we go on a hunting trip?
I have these.
Yeah.
I hold up a handful of berries again.
Yes, we've all seen your nice berries.
They're good berries.
They're not great though, are they?
I think they're pretty great. I say as I hold them to my chest.
As this conversation's going on, Virtue, what's your take on everything? I don't think I heard a thing out of you yet.
Oh, well, Virtue's just in the corner, vigorously writing on parchment.
Okay.
That's a very presumptuous comma in that sentence there. It's very odd.
He might, like, glance up every now and then, but really, he's just focused on whatever he's working on.
Though, bosses, if we're gonna head out somewhere, I need to go stop by a jeweler for a little bit and go pick up something.
Okay.
Shopping trip? I've never been
no.
shopping before.
And,
No, it's just a little errand.
And also, Basilius, you're here, right?
Yes.
I don't think I heard much out of you either. What do you take on this?
Well, I'd be interested in looking at any job contracts.
Yeah, that would require you guys to go to the guild. But there is I believe we have a post here for current jobs that are on that board. Backgrounds, that's not it.
Yeah, I can see them, but I'm wondering if we our characters can see it right now.
Yeah, you guys don't know about them, so yeah, you probably have to go. However, there has been a missive that was delivered earlier. There's a scroll on the reception desk, and she says, "This here might be a possible job. It came in this morning."
Oh.
It's a squirrel.
Oh, that's why there's not a lot of pigeons here. They use squirrels instead. That makes sense.
No, it was delivered by a messenger, and it was sitting on the box. I just brought it in with me.
Oh.
Would you like for me to read it?
Look up the scroll.
Yes.
She unrolls the missive. Help is needed. Near the port cities, young girls are being kidnapped. No one can figure out who is doing this. Everyone's daughter is in danger. We need the help to find our young girls before something tragic comes of it. Interested parties with valiant heart and determination to end this vile evil are welcome to visit us in Pearl Lance at the Cobblestone Workshop. Rewards and gratitude for one, and also bounty of coin gathered up to rescue the daughters that were missing from their families. Multiple families are victims. Please help. This must be one of those missives that are being spread across the kingdom. So this would not be the only branch that would have gotten this.
Virtue
Sure.
sort of just gets up from his seat and snatches it right after she's done reading.
She gives you a narrow glare, but she lets you have it.
Can I pet the squirrel?
There's no squirrels. You made that up.
Oh, I'm sad.
As you should.
Wow,
be.
this
Yeah, you could have just asked for the.
I go to the corner with Virtue.
You could have just asked for the note. I'm sorry. What's your name again?
Oh,
Me?
Virtue, performer. You probably heard of me.
No.
Posters everywhere?
No.
Alright, well, maybe I'll have to get back to you on that. Anyways, this is a perfect job for us. It's gonna
So-
get us into the limelight, the spotlight. That's where we want to be.
Hold on. It's easy. Slow your roll. Granted, well, I would certainly like to reunite families with who has been torn asunder by parent jackwagons. Just gotta take it one step at a time. And yeah, I would also very much enjoy if we did do this as well.
Gideon Bar, take control, please.
Did it say how much coin was, just a roundabout number?
No, there was no number given.
Probably a lot if they can advertise this place. Advertise there's a little plight of theirs all over the place.
Mm-hmm. It's a
I still would say we should look at all options because this is the group's first time together, and something like this might involve us with too many people we're not familiar with. If it's being sent everywhere, we probably won't be the only ones answering it.
Well, it just means even more people to help with the good cause.
Or get in the way.
I know someone who will help.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you mean our friend?
Yes.
Okay, that's who are you talking about?
A friend that helped us with one of our other jobs.
What's
He
his
helped kill a
name?
manticore.
Oh. Is this a good friend or like a person who you hold a favor over?
He's a good friend as long as you watch your step around him.
Oh, is this person above board?
He's a good guy.
It's not what I'm asking.
He sounds lovely. I'd love to meet him. Maybe you can help me find something I'm looking for.
I'm gonna roll a random weather. We'll see what the weather's like, but continue.
Listen, I'm just trying to keep I'm just trying to turn over a new leaf and keep my nose clean. And this person sounds. Because I had heard that kind of jargon before. It sounds suspicious.
Is your nose dirty? Mine is.
He has never been imprisoned or, he's nothing of that sort.
Okay, that's good.
But we probably do need to go to his place anyway, so why don't we go on that trip and we'll meet him there?
Yeah, it's always nice to line up a small assortment of jobs to do, as long as they don't have a enormous time crunch to them.
For sake of things to kind of give you guys a
He's sort of on the way, isn't he?
Yeah.
We
I
can.
mean, we have to make a little detour south, I think.
All right, I'm going to chime in here now. Okay, stop.
Sorry, role playing.
I understand, but I want to be God. No. Just so we can kind of get things on a roll here, I give you your options because I do understand some of you might need to go shopping. And also, since I had you guys not start with any magical items, there will be an opportunity to go to the Magic Arcanium, and if there's something specific you're looking for, it's going to be a DC of some sort to determine one, if it's there. And then if it's there, then rarity is going to determine price, so I'm sure you're aware of how that'll work. So that's some of your options. Also, if you want to expand yourself to have the knowledge of what's currently on the adventure board, you're more than welcome to go to the guild hall and also add those to your repertoire so that you know what jobs are currently available. And also you can make those other pit stops around town to visit the other NPCs that you think you might need to go see. So, that in mind, what would Smash and Grab like to do?
I want to go shopping
For let's
stuff.
General
Let's-
supplies.
yes.
To Spriggets it is. Hold on, I'm gonna get ready. Alright, so Shishay says, don't let the door hit you on the way out. And as you all walk out, the door just seems to magically shut. But you're all outside, heading out the main street, going back towards town through the east gate. And then you make your way to this little general shop. All kinds of knickknacks and general goods that you might be looking for, and this one sprightly gnome woman who is just constantly running around. She's in the middle of a conversation, and her vocal cords are just going 90 to nothing right now, as she seems to be literally trying to sell everything in her shop to him in one sentence. So you all kind of walk into this, and this gnome lady's like, "So, would you like to buy these pots and pans? They would go perfect in your kitchen. I have utensils and everything else that would go great in your kitchen. Also, if you need, we have candles to help light up the area." And she's just going 90 to nothing. This gentleman's just looking at her like, I think I got enough, Spriggett. That's fine. I'm glad you're having fun here, but I need to check out. Door rings. She kind of turns her attention. "Oh, hey, welcome. Come on in. I'll be right with you in just a second." And then she goes and rings up this man as you guys are kind of left to the floor. What would you all like to do?
You guys handle this one. I need to go find a jeweler. This should be quick. If
You're
she
looking
has
for gems? Hold on. Why don't you stick around? I have some gems up here at the counter if you want to come up and look. Just stay right there. I'll take care of you. No. Please come. I need your business. I got everything that an adventurer might need, so you come see me. But hold your horses. I got to take care of him first. And she goes back to ringing up that guy, just kind of keeping an ear to the conversation.
I shall look for arrows.
This is
Extra
Spriggett.
arrows.
Hello, that's me. And yes, pretty much everything that you would find in the player handbook for general goods can be located here with these. And there's also random items that she picks up on occasion because she's trying to also cater to adventurers, because she's been told that certain people use certain things and she's just trying to dabble. But as the man quickly runs out with his stuff, it's like, I gotta get out of here before she sells me more. I'm already broke. Ching, ling, ling. She turns her attention like a shark to a prey and stares at the lot of you. "So, who should I help first?"
Me. Okay. Pearl, yay big, 100 gold.
100
Do you have
gold
it?
pearl. Well,
Right,
aren't
yay
you
big.
in luck? She pulls out this little jewelry box, opens it up, and there's like gemstones, and we got rubies, sapphires, and then sure enough, there's a pearl sitting in here. About 100 gold worth. It's a pretty sizable pearl. Had a couple of ventures cash in and trade this up for some better gear. So,
Hold up. Take out a pouch of 100 gold.
Alright.
Here you are.
very well. 100 gold for that. Now,
Thank
what else can I get for you? I got some other stuff as well. We can get you a 10-foot pole, some rope, some
Do you have
grappling hooks.
antipsychotics?
Some what?
Never mind.
No, we would never use narcotics here. Why would we need to do that? That's something that you would find at an alchemy store. Then we're not an alchemy store, but I'll definitely get some goods from an alchemy store. Matter of fact, I'm actually taking up alchemy. If you want to start finding
Do
me
you have a
alchemy
problem?
items. No, I don't have a problem. Do you have a problem? If you have a problem, I can help you take care of it. You just let me know what the
Do you
problem
drink
is.
too much coffee?
No, I don't drink too much coffee. I have plenty of coffee going on. It's no problem. Whatever you want. I have
So
grappling
that's
hooks. I have
Fulgrim.
10-foot pole, and I
So
have
that's all that's
everything.
arousing it.
Can I get some rope, please?
Yes, of course you can get some rope. Do you want him?
If you
or do
want to
get
talk to
some-
people like this, you have to meet them at their own energy level. Otherwise, they just fly right over their heads.
Yeah. So, like, hemp and rope is 1 gold piece, unless you want the silk. The silk is 10 gold pieces if you want to get that. Would you like to add a grappling hook to that, or maybe get some
I'll
miter picks
take
or
the
some
regular
perfect?
rope.
Oh, okay, there you go. Here's this. And what else can I get for you today? Would you like a mess kit that'll help you eat your food? We have.
Do you have
backpack-
a storm?
Storm? Let me check. Storm. That's not an item, sir. I'm afraid I don't have a storm. Can you be more specific what the storm is, and I'll actually see if I can find one?
Hold on, I got this. And I take out a random empty glass jar laying on, on a table or something. I take it and I write on it. I take out a piece of paper, put it over it, and write storm on the piece of paper. Here you go.
I don't. I'm
You know
not
what?
that stupid.
I don't agree with it either. Don't
Really?
worry, I would never sell you an empty glass. Surely not. That would not be me. No. Put that away, sir.
Can
Anyway,
you keep your eyes out for one? Can you keep your eyes out for one?
absolutely, but
If
what
you
exactly
find a
does it look
storm,
like?
you know.
I'll know it when I see it. Great, I'll do that.
Yep.
In the
yep,
meantime, would you like to buy a bedroll or a bell? Hey, you sound like you need a bell. That would help you get to sleep, right? So you can go ding, 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 and then you'll finally go to
How
bed.
about a drum? You know, so
Drum?
like the thunder, like a thunder drum, or maybe like a pair of cymbals that go crash, crash like lightning,
Ooh,
like a
that
thunder
sounds
crash.
very good. Don't have any cymbals, but I do believe I have a bass drum somewhere. Would you like to get that? No, wait, it's not a bass drum. It's just a big little hand she's looking over here at one of her random items that are just kind of sitting there. It's like a tap drum where you tap it with your hand and everything. Just have this. Would you like to buy this? This is very cheap.
I put down 30 arrows onto the counter.
Alright, that'll be...
This is all I need, thank you.
Well,
Please don't try to sell me anything. I'm scared.
Well, how about you get 10 more and I'll make it a solid 2 gold for the 40. Quiver is 20, by the way.
Sorry, what?
Quiver is 20. You're breaking a quiver. Like you said, 30. So buy 10 more, she'll take 2 gold.
Okay. Alright.
Alright. She takes a lot of energy. I don't want to keep doing that, but still. She goes to 90 to nothing. She'll try to sell you everything from a ladder to a lamp to robes to rations. You need to eat. If you need anything else, potions of healing. I have some of those left over too.
Can I get a glass cup with a top on it?
A glass cup with a top on it. So basically, you want a beaker with a cork.
Yes.
Sure, I can sell you a couple of those. How many do you need?
Just one.
1 silver. Is there anything else that anybody else is looking for?
Yeah. I'm looking for a hireling who knows how to cook. Because I can't be bothered to eat rations.
Well, I don't sell hirelings here. I'm sorry, we do not do that kind of thing here. It sounds like something that happens mostly in Corinthia, but that doesn't happen around here very often. You're at a general shop. I don't sell people. I'm sorry. But if that's something you want, I'll look into it. I mean, it's always nice to go into a new adventure and you'll just go 90 to nothing.
I just meant if you knew anyone around the neighborhood, any spelunking young lad that wants to set out on great adventures with me.
Oh, Jesus.
I can cook. I can cook.
And Ryder is this young
Virtue
female.
puts his gaze down.
Virtue,
What's your price on cooking?
Are you asking for like a small orc boy to feed you skinned grapes everywhere we go or something? That sounds like that's what you're asking.
What skill pertains to cooking?
Cooking utensils.
Spriggett starts taking out a notepad and taking notes.
I mean, I can cook basic stuff with survival, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Never mind.
And Spriggett's just writing down in her notepad and just random stuff. Nothing related to what she just said.
Anyway.
So
you don't know of anyone?
Not right now, but give me a week. Maybe I'll know somebody. You just let me know if you were ready for another one in a week. It's going to take some time to ask people. You know how it is.
Second question.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about selling mystery boxes here? See, what you do is you put a bunch of random junk inside a box, and you can sell it for great profit, considering nobody knows what's inside the box.
Right. She's writing it
I mean,
down.
if you had those, I'd be tempted to buy them all the time. I'm just saying.
Ooh, that might sound like a good business adventure. I'll keep it in mind. Not sure I'd go through with it. It does sound kind of shady, but you know what? It does sound like an interesting game to play. And she'll just continue to write down. But she's constantly going through each and every one of you whenever there's like a brief moment, just saying, hey, do you need anything? Is there anything else I can get for you? In her very energetic and hyperactive demeanor.
I believe you don't have anything magical, do you?
Sadly, they won't let me sell magical items of certain respects. If you want something that is made of magic, you're probably going to have to go to the Arcanium. There, you could go talk to what's her name, and she kind of rolls her eyes, kind of disgusted. But sometimes I get magic items. It's not happened in a while, though. Not many adventurers have brought anything back lately. Matter of fact, I think there was a knife that came up missing the other day. Ever since then, I'm kind of leery about buying magical items, too, so I don't know. But I have plenty of ball bearings, a jug of pitcher, and a ladder, and lamps. Is there anything else I can get for you guys? Maybe a lock to help you lock up everything that you're about to buy.
I walk away.
Wait, come back!
Bar sitting outside the door.
Oh, hello.
You wouldn't have to have like some sort of like locking mechanism for a book now, wouldn't you?
For a what?
A book.
Oh, a book? We could definitely make
Yeah,
one.
like a
if you
sleeve.
want.
Like a sleeve you can put over a book to keep it secure.
Oh, that's good.
Lock.
You can come up with something like that. Like, there's these leather things that you can strap over and then just seal and lock on top of the latch, and it'll definitely do the trick that you're looking for. Would you like to buy one?
Yes, please.
Oh, 5 silver.
Cool.
And you can lock your book up on a leather strap that has a lock on it.
Spectacular.
There you go.
I put it on immediately, lock it, and put the lock in my pocket.
There you go. She did kind of mention that she... Let me see here. There is a board job that she has, and she might just mention in passing. Like I said, I am starting to do alchemy. If any of you are willing to help me out, I'm looking for herbs of sorts that help in healing. There's a reward. I posted it in the guild, and I know you guys are probably busy, but if you missed the post, I would like to tell you guys about it. But if you bring back any... let's see here. It's 10 gold for each stack of 12 of herbs that show signs of medicinal qualities. And I'm looking for stuff like, thyme, rosemary, chamomile, lavender. Stuff you find out in the wild, you know. Marigold, sage, agrimony.
You strike me as a person who needs some chamomile.
Absolutely. I would more than happy to have some of that. For 90 to nothing.
Also, random question. How often do you sleep?
What's that?
Never mind.
Absolutely.
You answered my question perfectly.
But yeah, she just casually going between whoever's left in the store. Is there anything that Basilius needs or Storm?
No, I have everything. If I'll return if we take any quest that requires something specific, but right now we are not too sure what we're gonna do.
Absolutely. Good to hear from you guys, and I sure hope you do come back in and spend some of your quality coin here. And if there's anything I can get for you, you just let me know, and I'll see if I can find out if I can get it. Other than
Keep
that,
an eye out for that storm.
I sure will.
Very good.
I need to find somebody to wash off those eyeball things on the side of my building. Anyway, you guys have a good day. Good day.
Hooligans. What can you do?
Hearing that just outside, I kind of look over the side of the building.
Yeah, you see...
Xanathar was here.
No, it's actually like somebody etched in like an eye shape, and it's closed.
Spooky.
I didn't take that spell.
Given my background, would I recognize this symbol as to any organization in particular?
Nope. No,
Okay.
it's nothing unless... I mean, you could probably roll an Arcana, but it's going to be a disadvantage because it had nothing to do with anything specific.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't really care too much. Like, that's weird. Got a pearl, that's good.
Alright, so yeah, that's your wonderful adventure with Sprigget. And with Bar staying safely outside. What do you guys want?
As we exit, I would like try to take Gideon to the side for a moment so I can talk to him. It's like, hey boss, a quick question.
Yeah.
You looked at these guys and you hired them. I understand that. I would say my opinion, my viewing of them seems they are very bombastic people, and you seem quite the reserved fella.
Okay, which one of us were you talking to? Because you said Gideon, but Bar and Gideon both replied.
No, you said
Gideon,
boss.
specifically you.
Gideon is the one that's actually talking, the barbarian. Bar was the one that just told you, huh? The one that you think it's more reserved.
Bar is the mastermind, and Gideon is the barbarian, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm the barbarian.
Okay. I would look to Bar then.
They seem useful.
They do seem a bit,
I lick the wall with the eye. Does it taste weird?
Roll a constitution
Yeah.
check?
They look
A halfling after my own heart.
Yeah, they look very,
I'm
that.
serious. Roll a
Where's my
constitution check.
constitution? There it is. No, I am.
Okay.
I'll
I
join.
understand
If there's
yours.
another eye, I will try to lick the other eye. Then.
Well, the other eye's on the other side of the other alley.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
I have
It
14.
tastes like red brick.
Listen, they seem like
Never
inter-
tasted such stone.
they seem interesting, but could lack certain mental stimulation extended periods of time. If you're looking for a more learned person, just share a cup of tea with and talk interesting things with, I'm here if you want to.
Okay, thank you.
I just think. Also, you've been with that one for an extended period of time. How do you cope?
Don't show him chains and just kind of bear it.
Is that it? How long you been together?
Quite a while.
You're a couple?
Groups can be anything. How long's a while?
I believe we escaped less than a year ago.
You're not an alcoholic.
No.
You're not on any sort of drug.
No.
Insight check.
Yeah. Like, do I believe him?
Roll an insight. Well, I'll let Jason know here in a minute. Do you want to see? No?
21.
Wait, what are we insight checking
Should I
again?
be rolling?
I mean, something Bar to see if he's not on something, either alcohol or drug or something.
I mean, you're not, right?
No, but should I roll a deception?
No.
Do you want to
He's
lie?
not
to
lying.
If
him?
you're not,
If
then
you're
you
not
don't.
lying,
No,
you don't need to.
I'm
no.
not.
No,
Yeah,
he's being forthright and honest.
You have
I
my
get it.
admiration as a man with a high amounts of emotional fortitude.
He works well when needed.
Seems to be a walking slab of meat that can flop a stick around.
So about this time, the sunny day that you've been having kind of turns a little gloomy. A few clouds starting to gather in the air. Possible storm, who knows? But for now, it's just getting a little bit darker, not quite a full day now.
And before we head off and out, I will tell you that I picked up this pearl for a reason. It's a certain spell you can cast that can figure out magical doodads. Just figure out what they do in case we find some.
Okay. Well, speaking of which, didn't someone mention magical items that they need?
Yeah, I think the nature boy wanted to do something like that.
Nature
Then
girl.
I think
we
everyone
can
wanted to
go
look
to
at the
the
magic
arcana.
items, yeah.
I think we'd all like to have a look.
Sorry, I already spent my money on mundane things.
What I need to
Then
do
let's
is...
go to the arcana.
Let me check my OneNotes because I think I left it
First
there.
place actually comes.
I want to check my notes with Gideon. How did the other wall taste?
Oh, Gideon, you want to roll Constitution?
Do I want to roll a Constitution?
Sure. Sure you do.
That's not a question.
I mean, I'm supposed to be damn good at them, so...
Yeah, this red brick, the salt taste of the etching kind of reminds you of somebody and you don't like it one bit. These markings were made by Marcus.
I'd say it tastes like asshole, but I really don't want to get into that one.
Well, you shouldn't have brought the manacles up, right? But anyway. So, Gideon and Bar are aware of this place called the Arcanium Spellweavers. It might be possible that anybody that lives in Shandora, like I believe, who was it? Virtue? And
Yes.
let's see. Yeah, anybody who calls Shandora home would actually know where it's at as well, but Bar and Gideon are easily able to take you to this shop. And there's this elven woman with golden eyes, long brown hair, soft pink tips at the end. She kind of stares at the group that's entering. Who's all entering before we go further?
Yes.
Me.
Yeah.
Gargrim would just enter like in the back just to kind of peruse a little bit. He doesn't have enough money to buy anything here.
Let me double check though. You said yes to Gideon, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Okay.
And so Gideon, Bar, you said yes?
Yes.
Okay, who else is coming in? Everybody's pretty much coming in then. I just need to know. Give me a marching order. Who's up front of this field trip?
I'm first because I am excited.
So we
I'll
have.
go second.
Because here might be your first encounter.
Fargrim's the very back. Let the goobers have their fun.
Alright, so who's.
Ryder's never seen a magic shop, so she is in first.
Gideon, where do you want to be?
I thought we were all going there. That's why I said
I know,
yes.
I need a marching order.
Does it really?
Yes, you need a marching order. So, kind of put yourself in the way you're entering the shop so I can kind of get an idea of who's she seeing first.
Storm's outside, just waiting for the storm. Kind of meditating.
Yeah, you do smell a little water in the air. Virtue, you want to come in with us?
Yeah, I'll be going. I'll probably go in like third or fourth.
Alright, go ahead and move your token to like the third slot down there. This is just so I can have a visual. And so, first thing she sees as she looks at the group that's entering is this halfling. Okay, so Virtue is going to be blocking Gideon. Okay, good. But Bar and... Okay, so Bar and Ryder, you're up front. She kind of looks towards you guys and... Oh, well, welcome to the Arcanium. How may I help you?
Flash of blur of green armor passes her as Ryder goes up to the shelves looking for stuff.
You be careful over there, dear. You be careful. And she kind of turns her attention to those who are still standing around doing nothing. Like, so, is there anything I could do for you? Bar,
We're
she's looking
just
at you.
here to kind of peruse, just look around. For now.
Her
Taking
eye,
stock.
yeah, her eye kind of burrows upward, and she kind of takes stock of everybody, and she's got a good view of everyone coming in now. I see, very well. Well then, be quick about it. Don't have all day to put up with all these commoners coming into my shop.
I walk up under him and like, what does this do? And I hold up a random item.
Let's find out what random item you're holding.
I don't know what.
I'm gonna
I
roll
just
for
wanted.
it. Give me a second. I'm gonna roll for it. So we'll go item. No, that ain't gonna work. Let's do it. That's a ring of swimming, dear. It'll allow you to, well, swim.
That's amazing. I know I can't swim.
Now I'm kind of curious. So
I didn't know magic like this existed.
Neither did I. Let me just double check what the ring of swimming actually does.
The
What's
one
that?
thing I can't do. Oh,
You have a swimming speed of 40 feet while wearing this ring. So yeah, basically it just gives you more movement speed as a swimmer. Now dear, don't be confused. If you don't know how to swim, you're probably still going to sink.
oh.
But this will allow you
Look.
to swim faster. Is that something you're interested in? And she kind of plucks the ring from you.
Well, out of character, I actually was here to look for a cloak of Elvenkind, but in character,
Cloak of Elven.
maybe. Yeah.
That's kind of what I need to get from you guys. So what I'm going to do, since Cloak of Elvenkind, her being an elf, indeed, she would probably have something, but we're going to make it a DC 10. So, like, there's always a chance that some stuff's not here. So,
So I gotta roll.
no, I roll. And I
Oh,
just did
okay.
the roll. So, yeah, after she, after you have a little conversation with her and you're like, do you have a Cloak of Elvenkind? She just kind of tells you, I'm sorry, dear. We sold our last one just not more than a week ago. If you want one put on order, I could definitely try to see if anybody's ready to enchant something like that at the Arcana.
It's fine. Is there stuff already on like that you have prepared that you know is here or something?
She has like spells up
Where is
to
it?
level 3, kind of like in bins where you can just kind of read and make sure it's the spell that it's supposed to be. And she has them readily for sale. As far as ready, like, I can roll those and let you know. There is a belt here. There's a couple potions on her desk. What else do we got?
Kind of the only thing I was looking for, so.
Yeah, it's alright. Like, I don't want everything to be available right up front, but, you know, it's definitely something that can come up later.
There's also boots of Elvenkind, which also does kind of the same thing, but.
Yeah, there's a sword here, a few rings. There's several different kinds of potions that's up there. You can make out a few staffs and wands that are also kind of on the shelves nearby.
I'd probably check out the rings and the wands.
As you kind of look over the rings, she lets you know that one in particular is a, let's see here, a ring of mind shielding. I believe. And what else are you looking at?
Wands.
And
The
then-
wands you said.
She does have a couple of ones here. She pretty much tells you most of these ones here are of the +1 variety, allow you to get a little bit more out of your spells. But the ring, and let's see here, what other ones can she have? Like, I knew you guys were coming here, but I didn't like go all out and have everything ready. I have a wand of smiles, but these are just toys that tricksters seem to want to play with.
I want this. I take the rod of smiles and I hold it up to her. I want this.
That'll be 500 gold, dear.
Oof. She
Fuck.
throws the gold on the table and then runs away with the wand.
Okay.
What does this wand do?
The wand of smiles has a DC check, and I believe it's Sanitar.
Fargrim goes to the bar. I would like to make a bet. If you're up for that.
If you just send me a link later.
5 gold pieces down on that one. He points to Ryder. Spending up at minimum 10 gold on candy when he first figures out what candy is.
You keep
What's
in mind-
candy?
you keep
I
in
look
mind-
over, and again, I'm a she.
Yeah, Ryder is a
She
secret.
figures out what candy is. When she figures out what candy is. Minimum.
You know what? She has to spend the 10 gold?
I'm saying between us. If the first time she sees candy, she spends less than 10 gold for that candy. For candy, I pay you 5.
Can I try to point the one at Fargrim and use it?
You sure can. Let me tell you what it does here, because
You have that, right?
and yeah, I was going to look for it. I know it's in Sanitar, but let me just pull it up.
Requires attunement.
Oh, dang.
Just real quick, is Gideon preoccupied?
She doesn't. Never mind.
Yeah, what is Gideon doing while I look up this wand? This wand has 5 charges. As an action, you can expend a charge and point the wand at a creature. I do not. Yeah, it does require attunement, though. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say if Gideon's preoccupied, I'm going to kind of go over there by the bar.
Besides, you're a bit busy with the wand rather than listening to a little side chat.
Alright. So, what are you guys talking about?
Nothing.
You're just keeping Gideon occupied? That's what's going on? Gideon, what
I
are
mean,
you
as
doing?
long as he's not stealing everything, yes.
No, Gideon, what do you want to do? Gideon, are you with us? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I mean, let's say she's not dialed in on me yet, is she?
She's aware of everybody here. But yeah, she hasn't made any notion of. She knows. Anyway, while that's going on, anybody have business with the Arcadian while we figure out what's going on with that? Hmm? Cilius, did you need anything from here?
No, I kind of already prepared all my stuff prior.
Alright, Virtue, did you need anything from here?
No.
Otherwise, we might be getting into some shenanigans we're about to find out. Fargrim, did you need anything here? I think you've got everything you need.
Yeah, I figured it out.
Alright, Ryder, are you satisfied with your wand purchase?
Yes, I am satisfied.
Alright, is there anything else for anybody else? Bar, Gideon? Did I miss anybody? Storm? Did you need anything from here? Oh, you're outside.
I don't have enough money to buy anything here.
Yeah, you're out there smelling the rain in the air. Alright.
I will say if anyone is trying to run to help in further jobs, I am willing to invest a small portion.
Well then, if that's everything that you all need, please feel free to leave.
Can do, miss. I'm sorry for that.
Understandable.
This is just a taste. This is just a taste of the pain that will be my life for a while.
Yep. And she kind of comes out from behind the counter with a large staff in her right hand, thudding the ground as she kind of walks towards your group. She's zoning in towards Gideon, and as she's just kind of ushering you all out. And then she stops right there above Gideon. And you
What?
leave.
But I didn't do anything.
And you're not buying anything either, are you?
You didn't ask.
Leave. I have no business with you here.
I mean, well, I'll take my money elsewhere.
Did you say you didn't have any money?
I'm gonna pull out my bank book and just show him, you know, the balance of my bank book. See, Gideon have money.
How much money is that? Boom.
How much money? You want an exact number? We're talking four digits.
I'm basically, I'm probably
We're
getting
talking 4 digits.
I mean, I'm probably if Gideon knows what numbers is.
I try to count on my fingers and then I hold up both my hands. This many?
Oh, would you please just get out of my shop before you give me a migraine that I will not be able to tolerate any further. She's giving you the
I wave my wand at her, but it doesn't work because I'm not attuned yet.
No, it doesn't. And then she daggers at you. Dear, I do hope you enjoy keeping your fingers on the wand. Now,
I kinda run away.
Now, shoo, all of you. Yeah, she's kind of a bitter old woman. Elves. But, yeah. Are you leaving, or you staying? What's the ideal here?
Firmly left the moment.
She obviously doesn't want my money, so...
Well, you never told her you wanted anything.
You didn't want no magic items.
Yeah.
She didn't ask me if I was buying. She was like, you haven't bought anything. You didn't ask. Nothing.
You're the customer. It's your job to ask.
Roll an insight check, Gideon.
Semantics?
No, Gideon, roll insight. We're going to solve this the D&D way.
perfect.
You don't get why she's upset. It's like, what the fuck did I do to you? You're just pretty much shrugging it off at this point. You don't have a clue. Like, she must have woke up on the wrong side of the bed, right? That had to be it.
She woke up on the wrong side of the month. She's always been crappy.
Exactly. I mean, elves, right? But she just kindly pushes you all out the door and just like, finally, I get back to things. In peace.
Sorry, ma'am.
So, did anyone need anything?
I think I ruined our chances for the day of shopping in that particular establishment.
Not if you have enough money.
It require more money rather than requiring less money than it would have if we didn't piss her off.
I didn't get exactly what I wanted, but I got this, and I hold up a stick. Well,
Congratulations.
Do it, idiot. I dare you.
Do what?
No, I know about your... Never mind. Nothing. I was just wondering if that was going to come up.
Well, I think we should be heading out, I guess.
Yeah, if we got no further business that we need to take care of.
As we walk, I'm going to be attuning to the wand.
Of course. About an hour.
Okay, we're done shopping though. We should look at the board.
Oh, and little thing. Use that thing on me. The ground you stand on will be your grave.
Sorry, who said that?
Me.
That was rather upfront and rude.
Everyone needs to laugh every now and then. I mean, come on.
Is that a laughing stick?
It's a laughing stick.
Oh,
I've heard of those.
I'm just warning you. You use that thing on me, you die.
I pointed at him, but I'm not attuned yet.
Do you want to die now? That can be arranged.
The hell, man? We're all supposed to be part of the same party.
Does anyone need anything?
Slow your
else?
roll.
No.
You don't point magic stuff at me.
You're the magic man. Why don't you like magic?
I do.
I met a guy once that likes magic.
I do. I like magic. I don't like magic in the hands of that person.
But I have other magics too.
Well, if I got
That is frightening to me.
Oddly enough,
I hand
three
him a
guards
flower.
walk past you guys unfazed by your argument.
They're probably not paid enough for this shit.
I just start handing him flowers I druid craft. And that's it. I'm done.
Alright, so what's the plan, guys? Some of you are...
Is there any other shopping or supplies that anyone needs?
No, I'm good.
No.
I mean, metagaming a little bit. The Storm would probably like to see Smitherson, but in character he has no idea who that is.
Too bad.
I think that was a...
We do need to go there, don't we, though?
Yes.
So is that our next stop?
Yes.
Marching on! You guys march through the northern part of town where it gets a little bit more regal, a little bit more fancy. You know, you start seeing like places meant for nobles and whatnot, and you reach this kind of strange looking laboratory looking location. Definitely it's made like an estate. Metal black gate kind of blocking away into the stone structure that's kind of like squared off compared to the rest of the architecture in town. And you see a couple of guards just kind of walking around, and they're not part of the estate, but you know, you just don't know how to approach it. Just nobody's standing watch at the front. You don't know, should I go in?
Yeah, I'm gonna check and see if it's locked.
You pull the gate open and it opens.
I continue.
Did you guys get like an invitation or something?
Yes.
We're not
Okay, go.
vampires.
Never mind.
Alright.
Are you vampires?
No.
You're standing in the sun, you mook.
Do I
Wrong
believe
campaign.
them?
So you make it to the front door. What would you like to do?
Knock.
About a moment goes, you hear this rattling inside. Oh, just a minute. Where's my spectacles here? They fell off.
Gonna open the door.
Ah! Oh, who's there? Who's there?
It's Bar, the researchers that, or the people that you gave to.
Oh, Bar,
research your
Bar,
plans.
and that one doofus, I mean barbarian that kind of wanders off with you. What was his name? Gideon?
Yes.
Me, Gideon.
Oh, yes, there you are. Come on in,
Yes,
then.
he
Come
can-
on in. Wait, who's all these people?
That's Fargrim purchased. Finally, a man with a brain between his ears. So
And
nice
before-
to find someone like you here.
Well, before you see another gnome. Kind of similar to Spriggett, but an older male gnome, and he's just kind of looking up from his spectacles, kind of adjusting them, looking at you. Oh, well, welcome, come on in. Please, please, come make your way in here. The place is a total mess, please do not mind. I've been doing a lot of
it's
research.
fine.
Been doing a lot of researching, but by all means, please.
Oh, it's all right.
I touch everything.
You dear, please, stop, don't, please tell her to stop.
Sorry, I spilled it. I'm so sorry.
Oh, so,
I'm here to pick up that book we talked about.
of course, I set it aside here. Let me look. And he's shuffling these books and stacks that he's got on his desk. He's like, what did I do with that? Oh! And he goes off to a shelf. It's like, that's not it. That's not it. Anybody doing anything while he's looking for something? Continuing.
I just peruse his
Any
library.
other gems like mine?
On the desk, you see a translucent gem. Doesn't look like it's been enchanted like yours. You think it's just a piece of glass.
I'm proficient in herbalism. Can I look for anything that looks herbalistic? Is that a word?
Make an investigation check.
Oh, okay. That's a 3.
No, you don't see anything that's herbalistic in this room. I mean, you do see like an alchemy set off to one side, but it's not in use at the moment. Might have herbs around it, but nothing that's significant for you to actually go through. But
I'll
eventually,
play with it.
Please stop that. Here's your book, and he hands this book of potion brewing to Bar. This should help you get a better idea of what you need in order to make the potions with that crystal I gave you. By the way, how's that coming along? Did it break yet?
No.
Oh,
Actually,
what a relief.
Have you made any more of those blues or any other colors?
Well, let me see here. I was fixing to try to improve the blue one. However, I am missing many ingredients, and it's going to take some time to gather these. I don't suppose you're making any kind of spelunking trip or anything, are you?
Blue.
So-
I like blue. What's blue?
Our
What are
friend
these
lives in it,
crystals?
dude.
What do they do?
They glow very brightly, child. Please.
I know some blue crystals.
Like lightning?
Why am I getting a headache all of a sudden? I don't understand this. You just
You're getting
arrived.
it too.
It's totally beyond me. I don't know what's going on here. It's just totally baffling me why I'm having this. Oh, must have had a long.
It's like you're having a stroke, but you're not at the same time.
Perhaps, but I don't want to be rude about this. Anyway,
No, I think it's something in the air, like the ozone changing with the storm coming on, something like that. That's what I say.
oh, the storm always seems to make my bones creak and my arthritis starts acting up. It's just no good at all.
Yeah, my freaking I call it filter's thumb, where your thumb kind of locks up after filing through so many books.
Oh yes, don't you hate it when that happens? My fingers.
I
get
hate it
kinda
all the
triggered.
time.
So anyway, he's like, but let me stop you there. So,
All right.
for you who don't know, and he kind of stops everybody. You, especially you, pointing the rider. Get over here, please. Behave. Now, you're guest in my house. I hope you behave appropriate as guest. I would hate to have to ask you to leave, because I'm a very kind gentleman that would not be in a hurry. Oh, maybe I am stroking a little.
Here, eat one of these. I hold out berries to him. My good berries.
Oh, well, thank you very much, dear. That's a lot better than now. Oh my god, what the hell was in this berry? Anyway,
They're magical.
let's see here. so I don't get his information wrong. Sylvan Smithersmon, at your service. I'm pretty much an arcane type of researcher as of late, who has been working on synthesizing materials without going through the entire process using magic.
So you're sort of self-titled alchemist, huh?
Something of that nature, yes. So basically, there's a drawback. There's always a drawback, is there not? And I thought I figured I had the recipe figured out, but every now and then the crystals get out of control and they break. Unfortunately, the blue one, which helped write magic scrolls without needing to spend all the time to do it, broke in a demonstration, and these two young halflings here were, well, they were witnesses to my loss. And he kind of puts his hand on his heart, expressing how much of a loss it was. However, I do plan on trying to fix it, but I'm currently out of minerals that are needed to imbue into this beautiful crystal here that you see that is translucent glass at the moment.
I'm gonna pull out that massive lump of metal we got.
My dear child, what is that?
You need minerals, right?
Could this be it? Remind me what color it was, or did I give you a statement on it?
And it was. You said it was a massive lump of mithril.
Mithril, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's like a bluish type mineral, right? He's looking it over. He's like, oh, this is mithril. Yeah, this is definitely one ingredient that could help. Yes, most definitely. However, there's still 3 more combinations that I need before I can even start infusing this damnable thing.
How much of it does he need? Because it's a 5-pound lump.
He doesn't. Like, it's just not mithril he needs. He needs something else, and I'm still trying to debate what it's called.
How much of it would he need so I can, like if I need to try to break a chunk off it?
Yeah, the 5 pounds would be more than enough. Like, he would only probably need maybe a pound to work with. And he'll express it to you, I only need like a pound of this. This is a big chunk of metal that you brought here. But I could definitely use the whole thing if you don't need it.
Well, but you probably got some sort of ore powderizer in the back area. You could probably just powder up what you need and then give the rest to us.
Well, that's up to poor Gideon here. What would you like, son? I mean, I don't have to take all of them.
So if there's a way to just like break it in half.
Oh yes, let me go back here and grab one of my tools.
Because then he'll have more than what he needs. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and take some of his tools that he has to kind of break down stuff. Chops it in half, hands you half of it, and says, this will be plenty. Thank you very much, and I shall definitely reward you for this kindness. Don't get me wrong. However, tell me, how are the crystals doing for you, lad? And he's looking at Gideon specifically.
It does good job.
Good. Can I take a look at it?
You made it, sure.
Absolutely. And he's just kind of holding it up, and he's like, very interesting. It has changed a little bit, but not quite into anything different yet. I take it you just been... Say again?
Nothing. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, here you go. Hands it back. Remember, though, once you lose affinity with that, you'll have to start back from scratch. But right now, that rock seems to be very affinity towards whatever you're doing, so keep it up. And hopefully you'll see improvements in what you can do.
Can I demonstrate what I've been doing with it?
Huh?
Can I demonstrate what I've been doing with it?
Do you got anything to demonstrate with?
I have a pair of gloves and some aprons that I could totally make like a jacket out of.
Make a... Like, I don't know, like... You don't have... I think it would be a dexterity check.
Straight dex?
Yeah, unless you could think of something that would make it fit better.
I'll run straight dex.
Yeah, so you hold up the crystal to these gloves and aprons and make a pretty shambly looking jacket. It's nothing superior, but it does help you go ahead and get one of your smiths off for today.
That's all I do with it. That or I skin animals.
Very interesting, very interesting. I need to edit that. Yes, skinning the animals would definitely help you continue in that effort there. Well then, you keep up the good work there. And you, Bar, if you continue to use that book we just gave you, you should be able to make better potions and understand what you're making. So, is there anything else I can do for you all?
I'm new here. I got a random question.
Oh, please, by all means, ask.
I'm a man, quite the man of arcane talents himself. If these guys are continuing this business relationship with you, could I prove myself to your research in place until we get one situated for our home?
I'm afraid I cannot do that. I do. Don't get me wrong. I understand that you would need a suitable place of research, but however, this research here is very private, and I would not like for it to get into anybody else's hands. No offense.
That's
I'm
fair.
walking off with a book.
But you!
Thanks.
Put that back.
Child, do not take what is not yours.
I was... okay.
Back.
I put it back.
I have a
Say again?
I have a quick question.
Ask.
Well, I recently have a lot of time on my hands. Been really meaning to read, though I've never really been to a library such as this. Tell me, do you have like a reading list that you can give me?
Not
I'm really bad when it comes to these sort of things.
Not in
for book
particular.
recommendations.
But there is a library in town that you can check some books out and maybe even get some suggestion from the librarian. Feel free to go to... Feel free to go to the Omnicron... how do you say it? Omniacron Library. Yeah, that's it. Omniacron Library. There you'll find all kinds of books that you could just check out at your leisure.
Oh, Virtue, are you looking for some book recommendations?
Well, I mean, I have the time, so might as well.
Oh, I think I got a couple books I could recommend to you.
Alright, sounds good.
I was stuck in prison for like a year, so I got a lot of reading in.
I see. On stage, I once played a prisoner. It wasn't the best play, but I got paid, kind of. Nobody came.
Oh. You bring that up a lot.
What?
You being an actor.
Well, it's what I do.
What you're used to do.
Side job.
Well, it's your job now. Anywho, we should probably get going. Thank you for your time, sir.
Yes, by all means. Please, show yourselves out if you don't mind. I'm going to go ahead and continue my work.
I'm very interested in your glowy, bluey, crystal-like thing. What else do you need for it? I'd love to get my hands on some of your research and help you grow, and maybe it can help me find the storm. I'm looking for the storm. Have you seen the storm?
It's the storm. By all means, if I'm not mistaken, if you look up, child, there might be a storm coming in right now. Why, you better go hurry and check it out.
I found that one already. I found that one already.
Then what else do you need to find?
Let's start with their glowy, bluey crystal.
Well,
what do you need to help with that?
Kind of a secret right now. But if you happen to find a certain mineral that is kind of blue with white specks, perhaps obtain it for me. That's if you happen to find yourselves in the underground for any reason whatsoever.
I'll keep my eyes out for that. I've never been in the Underdark before, but cheers to you, friends.
You don't have to go to the Underdark.
And then I walk out the door.
Sure.
Hey, there's that migraine coming back.
Yes, and I sure hope he isn't going to go find Drow. Oh.
I'll just leave these with you. I'll leave the 7 left good berries.
No, by all means, take them with you. I don't need them here. Please, I insist.
Oh, I can
take
make
them
more.
That's fine, but I don't need them. They're just going to find the trash. Please, by all means, take them with you.
Oh, I mean, in 24 hours, they're going to disappear.
He's trying to get you out of his house.
Yes, now please.
I'm already leaving.
Okay.
He's trying to get you to leave faster.
Bar, Gideon, what do you want to do?
Oh, you want me to leave faster? I turn into an elk and run.
Alright, well, take that off your B shape.
I did.
And this elk goes waltzing out his front door, and he just kind of slaps the palm of his hand to his head. It's like,
Arkham does too.
Alright. I could see that season 1 of Critical Role wasn't enough for me. By all means. Anyway. No, that was more me. Anyway. Anything else here for...
Argrim's thinking of a different thing he's referencing in his mind.
Yeah. So, Bar, Gideon, was there anything else you want to talk to Smithersman about?
Do you have any, besides just blue, do you have any red or green or violet crystals?
Currently, the rest are all on, being used by other people right now. You two got the ones that I gave you. I believe your one friend, what was his name? He's currently in the Arcana, so I still get contact from him every now and then. But oh yeah, Justin, that was his name. But other than that, I have nothing at this moment. As you can see, I'm starting to work on one, but I don't have all the materials. And I'm still trying to research what the actual name of this mineral is. I know what it's supposed to look like, but I just don't know what its name is. So, just keep an eye out for blue mineral, white specks in it, and I might be able to use it in a recipe. But if there's nothing else I could do for you, well, then I will have to bid you all adieu, if you don't mind. I am sorry I didn't get to brew any tea or anything, but I only have 3 cups.
Well, thank you. And leave.
Very well. Take time. Take care. Have a good day. And he'll shut the door behind you all.
Bye, Sullivan.
Goodbye, Gideon, and do hope you keep using that crystal. And he'll shut his door, and you guys are left to your own devices at this point.
Alright,
There
Storm.
is a large elk.
Alright, Storm, you need to know something. When you bring up... I'll give you an example about to talk about. Hey, Storm! I'm
You
looking
are.
for Crater. Do you know what Crater... where I can find Crater?
I don't. You might as well look somewhere else, sir.
Okay, that's you. You see how you kind of need to give context for what the fuck you're talking about? Otherwise, people are completely lost.
I think you need to take it down a little bit and lose the rude.
You need to... How about you offer me halfway and develop the rest of your missing brain? You and the Belk.
How about you start being nice for once?
We'll see.
Continuing on, it is starting to drizzle.
Well, I think next we should go to the cave.
Where is this cave?
Lead the way, boss.
Of course, you don't understand what I say because I'm an elk.
This elk kind of nudging you.
Oh, actually, we have that job in Prolance, right? We can make our way towards that, and the cave's on the way.
The cave's kind of north,
I nod as an
and
elk.
then you can go east from here to go to Prolance.
Unless I just have the map completely messed up.
Well, just because it's got a road leading north doesn't mean that's actually how that road's leading. Like, basically the east gate and the east way just leads directly over to Prolance. The cave in question is like a little ways up on this portion of the map. You know, like right around there. I mean, yeah, you could technically still make it within, but you'll be going off the road before you go back on it.
It'd be a good place to set up camp. It's getting to be what?
Well, let's see, we started in the morning. We're probably looking at about 11 in the morning still.
I can stay my elk form for 3 hours. So, use that as you will.
Alright, so you're going to lead them to that cave, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so heading towards this cave, you guys are like traveling on foot, except for the elk, of course.
I have Pats.
You have
That's
pads.
the one. But
What's that, Bar?
nothing.
Alright. So traveling north into this foresty region where it kind of goes in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get a round of perception.
My perception is not that bad, I think. Where is my perception?
Stone, remind me which character you keep. Basilis? Or
Yeah.
you're Basilis. Alright. So 15 and higher will grant you access to now acknowledging there's a broken carriage off to the side. Like one of the wheels are broken off, and it's been sitting here for Lord knows how long. But it definitely looks like it's been ransacked, and it just got caught out of the corner of your eye. Other than that, you see like everybody else sees like altogether kind of sees like loose webbing, but it's not like thick like Bar and Gideon you might remember. So it's not like
We came up here to kill a bunch of spiders.
yeah. So it's not as thick, and you two actually remember that carriage from before too, I believe. Nobody's been up here to get it or anything. But you guys are still traveling north, and it doesn't take you too long to finally find this cavern-like piece that's kind of sticking up out of the ground. And there, I think we're going to take a quick little break, alright? So if you want to get a drink, use the bathroom real quick, it'll take 5 minutes, alright?
Alright.
So try to be back, and so take 5 minutes, go get you a drink, come back. If you're still here and you want to talk to Chad or just kind of shoot the shit for a little bit, be my guest. But I shall be back shortly. I'm going to double check something real quick. So 5-minute break. Go ahead and use the potty if you need to.
What if I already did?
Well then.
Don't worry about you're wearing an adult diaper. That's either you're wearing an adult diaper or you're playing or you're on a computer or a phone in your bathroom. In either case, why?
I went before the session. I already did.
That's different.
I didn't say what if I already am. That would have constituted me shitting on the call. Well, in the call. No good can come of this.
Nope.
So we gotta get the quiet people in more, though.
He's prompting them to talk, and sometimes I won't talk as much. It's okay. Oh,
Yeah,
so
man,
he's a bit quiet.
Oi. Alright. I had to check on some things. Everything's fine over there for now. But still got a few minutes before
For
we get
now.
started again. Yeah. My house, I swear.
So can I call a unicorn a spear horse if we come across it?
You can call it whatever you want.
Or maybe a nar horse, like a narwhal? I don't know.
Sword horse.
But before we get back into this, just from my point of view, let's try to gauge each other a little bit more softer. I know we're all still trying to learn around each other and try to dance around each other, but don't want to get things like onto a solid standoff right off the bat. So let's try to tone it down till we get to know each other, and then if you guys still don't like each other for whatever reason at that point, then we can deal with that. But yeah, it's getting a little too standoffish, so let's not do that.
Yeah, no, don't murder the elk.
Farmer has poor experience with 9-year-olds.
Don't worry, I am allowed to murder.
9-year-olds?
9-year-olds.
6 intelligence. Just remember that.
Doesn't
Alright,
matter.
so no, I don't have to remember squat. You're supposed to remember this. Alright, so we got 2 minutes here before we go back in here. Who's all missing, I wonder? Bar, you back? Okay, Bar's not back. Storm, you here?
Yup.
Alright. Virtue. He disappeared. Bacillus.
Yeah.
Alright. You doing alright? You having a good time? Like I said, I noticed you and Virtue are kind of quiet in the background there. I didn't want to leave you out of the game because these guys are talking over you.
Oh, it's just shopping. Like my character does not need anything right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
okay. Alright. It's fine. Hopefully we'll get into more.
I'm trying to reach a hand out. That's why I tried to talk to Virtue about the book recommendation thing.
Okay, bro.
Alright. And who else am I waiting for? I think Lextra. Well, they locked out of Roll20, so are you back? I saw you light up there and you said something, but there you are. Alright, we all here now? Virtue, you're here now, right?
Yes.
Alright, yeah. And I think that's everybody. Alright. Let's see here. Just to kind of move us somewhere to... Maybe I can move us. No, I probably should have took a little bit more time here to do what I wanted to do, but I'm going to say right about up here is that cave entrance we were talking about. What I would like for everybody to do, grab their character sheet and drag it down to the lower section of this here location, and we'll put everybody in a marching order.
That's the wrong thing.
Yeah, right down. Let's do that. Come on. Cooperate. Oh, there you go. Yep. It.
I gotta change writer stuff, it looks like.
Yeah, mine is still like that.
Let me put
There
this
we go.
one forward there. No, that's not you yet. Hold on. Gotta get into your sheet. Alright, anybody else? That's another thing. You need to check these
Yeah,
tokens. Hey, technical difficulties as we get started here again. Actually, that's not it yet. I need to edit this.
What's that 14 for?
It's your AC.
Oh, okay.
Oh, goddamn. My apologies. I forgot to apply my.
Okay, it looks like Virtues is messed up too. Do. Things I don't get to check until you guys are actually in the game.
The only thing mine was missing was that I actually forgot to imply the breastplate armor edition in 16.
Actually,
Easy fix.
should have dragged you in there. Almost done here. Sorry for the wait.
You're fine.
Hold on, Virtue, don't move too far. I need to make sure your token's still selected. There we go. Now, it shouldn't have any problems, but if it does. Alright, so everybody line up how they want. And I think we have an elk in our party, so let me find an elk.
There was a carriage somewhere, that I think.
I technically have a wagon.
No, I mean,
No, I
there's
meant
a
the
broken one.
broken
It's out
one.
in the field, and I'll put it there in a second. Hold on. Is it just a regular elk?
Yeah, just a elk, just regular elk.
Hey.
I am a large creature.
I should be able to let you control it now. Alright, so put your other token over here for now. There's like a broken carriage over here. And then there's a cave up in this direction. Alright, so yeah, as you're leading up into this location, some cobweb-like spider webbing is kind of scattered around here. Most of it looks like it's been torn down. The broken carriage that you all caught sight of is over here. And you're free to move up towards the cave however you want. Hello?
Yep.
Alright, hold right there.
Huh?
And I need perception checks as you get to this location.
Alright.
And I will allow...
Oh wait.
I will allow passive perception if it's higher.
I do a quick little rain dance for some guidance.
Ooh. We're all rolling pretty bad. My passive perception is 14.
Oh god, didn't I have these monsters already though?
Mine is 15.
Is someone on me?
Yeah, someone's gonna ride you.
Oh, okay.
If that's cool.
No, I wouldn't mind.
Alright, now let me check the results of your wonderful perception.
Wonderful.
So beautiful.
Well, Star, it looks like you finally found a group you can get the drop on whenever you want.
Yeah, I guess so, Just to kind of get things started here. The smell of blood kind of catches your nose as you're approaching this location bar, and you kind of put your arm out to stop everybody. And you can see guards, people who are part of the city, dead on the ground, and these dwarven-looking creatures which you ran across before deep inside the cavern that you're about to explore. As you all kind of stop there, let's go ahead and roll for initiative. So for initiative, first let me check to make sure the tokens are cleared. So don't roll yet. 68, it's not going to cut it. Alright, initiative order has been reset, so click your token, roll your initiative, and we'll get everybody on the board there. And I will get the music changed, and we'll see how we do with a round of combat.
come at me, bro. What the?
It's just a little fun little picture.
Trying to get away from them Aussies and you keep bringing them back.
At least it's not Power Rangers.
Oh god, that stuff is so freaking annoying. Make sure these are all on a square in case something comes up. I'll put you right there. Since Bar was able to detect that they were there and kind of stopped everybody, no ambush. And Virtue at the top of the order, you get to start us off. You've been pointed out that there's about 5 Drogar looming over dead corpses.
Alright. Well, the first thing I would like to do is cast Mage Armor at will.
Alright. So that'll give you
Raising Pain.
Yeah, that will give you a tip AC.
My AC is 16.
Alright.
And I will follow that with sort of just running towards the threat. I use a minor action to cast Gust as I jump in front of the entire party, so that the wind blows through my cloak.
Mm-hmm. I can remember this.
I kind of scoff at him as an elk.
Storm will start clapping his hands.
And then I sort of don my spear and get ready for the fight.
Alright, so as you kind of loom over there and start to float up in the air and get ready to strike, it is now Bargrim's turn.
And he uncommittedly pulls out his Wheatstone Focus.
Alright.
What was about there? Alright, let's see. Yeah, this will be good. They point at the ground, right at the entrance there.
And what are we doing?
And shout out a few words and cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp.
Alright, go ahead and roll me the spell card. You got that, right?
Yep. I will be targeting the one on the left. Needs to make a successful strength saving throw. As a large stone hand jumps out of the ground and attempts to grab him.
What's your DC?
My DC's a number. 15.
That would be nice to know. He fails, so he is...
As being squooshed.
Let's see here, what would be a good one.
For 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
He takes 8 points of bludgeoning damage as this giant claw reaches up and just kind of snags down on him. Let's see here, that also grabs him and kind of holds him in place, right?
Restrains him.
Alright, so yeah, he's restrained. Anything else for your turn?
No, I'm good.
Dogar kind of make their move now. Hey, I'm stuck here. Can somebody give me a hand? It looks like you already got one. But they're saying it in Underdark. We see what their options are. I know he can't move, but I want to kind of gauge everybody's distance.
It's actually kind of convenient that me and Storm's initiative are right after one another.
You see this one that you grabbed grow in size. As he starts to enlarge and start to press up against this claw that's trying to hold him in place, would allow him to re-roll his saving throw. However, he still rolled 11 and is still being pressured down, so he can't move. Which means he can't reach anybody from where he's at. Alright. So it's still an action, so yeah, he just did that for an action.
This cat adjusted his grip so he's grabbing him by the junk.
Alright. I'll take care of this. And this Drogar right here will aim a javelin in your direction there since you cast the spell, holding his friend, so he's going to try to free him.
Got a big ass elk in the way.
Get one. Alright. That javelin falls short. Matter of fact, it falls so short it nails the ground in front of the elk, and the elk is just kind of like startled there for a second. Amateurs, and then he's gonna bulk up. They're all gonna start using enlarge, except for that one that tried to stop your magic attack, and they will hold their actions until somebody approaches them. Ryder, what would you like to do?
I'll take a step back, and I'll say, hold on, Storm. But of course, he doesn't understand. And I will run and, try to hit this one with, Ram.
Alright. That will hit.
Okay.
And is that a saving throw for prone, or?
I roll, 1d6 plus 3, so that's that, and I roll an extra 2d6, because of the charge. And he has to make a DC 13 saving throw.
He meets the save with a natural 20.
But
how much damage?
he still takes an extra 9 damage, so 18 in total.
How does he take extra damage?
That's the charge ability.
Alright.
He takes an extra 2d6.
So for a total of, again, 18?
Yes. 9 plus 9.
So you managed to charge up there, and then you just stab him in with your antlers, and then he kind of takes a step back as he's kind of forced to take the full impact in the front, and then he just kind of staggers forward and then just rights himself up. Even though he took a good blunt of your damage, he's still standing his ground, ready to swing at you. Will that complete your turn, Ryder?
Yes.
I'm
Storm.
gonna go ahead and cast Shatter on this point right here.
Roll me the card first. Each creature in a 10-foot radius of the spear. Alright, where were you putting it again?
I think he was doing it right here. So it would hit.
It would hit all 4 of those guys.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't.
It would, if it was right here, it'd probably hit him just barely.
You would only get... Well, yeah, those 4. Never mind. I was thinking of this guy over here. Alright, yeah, those 4. Alright.
No, that... Yeah. So I need all of them to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. 1 in the back. 2 in the back. 3 in the back. And 1 up front.
Middle 2 save.
Yeah, so the 2 in the back saved. What's the damage?
$16 damage.
Alright, so let me get our boys who have that.
They do take half damage, the ones that failed.
Yeah, I got it.
Just, okay. Just making...
All of a sudden, the one in front of the elk kind of has his ears bleeding out and his eyes start to gush with blood as he falls to the ground, crumpling to the floor. And the other 3 in the back kind of look forward, like, Anything else?
I stare in horror.
Anything
Death
else?
is sad, ain't it?
I will quicken a lightning blast at the guy I didn't hit.
What are you casting? Oh yeah, that one cantrip we worked out. What's the DC on that? What the hell is that?
It's just a roll to hit.
Oh. Well, that'll hit. The hell did you roll? Okay, 19. I guess that makes sense. And which one are you targeting?
The one that I didn't hit with any of the other spells.
Sounds good.
That's a really good cantrip.
It's a flavored firebolt.
Anything else for your turn then?
Nope, that's it.
Alright, Bar, we come to you as your team is now making quick work of these Dogar.
Is that a bush or a tree?
Tree. Do you want to climb it?
You know what? Yeah, sure, why not?
What?
Trees are beautiful. Always hug them.
Athletics check. It takes a little bit and you get about 10 feet into the tree. So go ahead and move your token on top of that tree. Is somebody coming in? Lextra, is there something with your mic? It's like whispering hiss at me.
Are you squirting a water bottle, or what else is that noise? Yeah, it sounds like you're like squirting like a.
Alright, well, Bar, continue your attack.
Something.
Sorry. You got up the tree.
I'm going to. I'm just going to pull out the bow and attempt to go into stealth.
Alright, make the stealth check. Pretty good. Let me see what we got for perception.
I don't think anyone sees him.
Yeah, they can't even see you unless it's a natural 20. Alright, what do you want to do?
I think I'm going to just hold that there. Get out my short bow.
Well, just so you know, you used your movement to get into the tree. You used your bonus action to hide. You still have your action. If you wanted to do your attack.
Can I? I'll try to aim for the one to the far left and try to hit him in the foot to try to. I'm not aiming.
They
to
don't.
kill
They don't
him,
have called shots, but we can flavor it. That will hit. Give me some damage. Sneak.
Don't count sneak. I forgot
Nope.
to turn that
Count
off.
it. No. You get sneak
yeah.
attack. Unseen attackers. So as you pop out of the tree after hiding for just a quick second, you fire that bow off. The arrow goes, and this giant Drogar that just grew up to the size after taking a few damage from Storm, you just see this arrow slam right into his forehead, and all of a sudden his eyes roll behind the back of his head, and then he tumbles over backwards, landing with a thud on the back of the ground. Anything else for your turn, Bob?
What is that sound?
Sounds like music.
It's coming from Lextra's mic because it's chiming in on him.
Weird.
Lextra, you alright?
You watching like a video?
No.
Huh. Well, there you are. Alright, so anything else for your turn, Bar?
No.
We are to Basilius.
Alright. I'm mounted, of course, right?
You have a horse, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
Right. Yeah, am I taking the same turn as the horse, or the horse?
The horse
acting
and you
on
will
its
take
own
one
initiative?
Yeah, you can move the horse first and then take your turn. So let me give you... Is it a draft horse or a riding horse? Or which?
Riding.
Riding,
So
alright.
60.
I can give you... Alright, you should be able to control that. Alright,
Can I shrink if I want, or is it a large animal?
it's a large animal.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Alright. Well, there's already 2 dead, and there's 1 prone, correct?
Yeah, one
Restrained.
is being restrained, yeah. This one's
Alright.
restrained.
Alright, well, I'll move myself along with the horse, in a direct line of sight of the restrained one and fire my longbow twice.
Yeah, get advantage on that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Right, so go ahead and move your token and go ahead and make the attack.
Ooh, but they got advantage.
All right. I'm assuming they both hit, or what?
Hold on 1 second there. No, it looks like they both go wild. So you're trampling up there with your horse, and you pull out your bow. You start shooting.
Hit.
The 22 miss?
He's got
Wait,
advantage.
he's got advantage. Okay, 22 hits. The second one does miss. Okay, so the first one hits. Sorry, forgot the advantage. I was busy watching the horse move up with the squares. So that's 4 points on him. Wow, there you go. But that one arrow, no wonder that second one missed. This guy fell over backwards as soon as the arrow pierced him right in the chest and sent him over on his back. You are taking him out pretty quick. But your second arrow kind of goes wild as the corpse just kind of falls backwards. Anything else for your turn?
Nah, just move a little bit more with my remaining movement.
Very well. Gideon! Your friends seem to have taken most of the work out of it. What do you want to do?
This. Oh, easily.
Very easily. What would Gideon like to do now that he's up close?
It's murdering time.
Not in the face. But you don't understand him. He's speaking in Underdark.
I'm assuming that one will miss.
That will miss as he kind of moves back and it goes through his beard. However, as he's kind of rippling through, you reach with that hammer, pull him down by his beard, and take a swing at him.
Oh shit, that's the wrong weapon. The modifier is the same, but the damage is wrong.
Okay, so what's the damage on that?
I forgot I used to have that one on the thing. There it goes.
Very nice. But you catch him by the beard, you pull his head back down, and you swing back and smack him once more, and he's kind of dazed. And he's looking at you with a bloodied up face, and he's like, you don't know what he's saying, it's Underdark. Anything else?
What weapon is that?
We actually got it off some Durgar before. It was a magical enchanted pick.
Ah, okay. It's like, not many weapons have no weapons have a 2d8 that damage die. I was just curious.
Alright, anything else there, Gideon?
You did hear me do the rage, right? Yeah? Like, we're all good on that?
Okay, yeah, rage. And you let out a big roar in his face, and he's yelling at you, but you don't know what he's saying, and it's now back to Virtue's turn. What do you want to do?
I'm just going to run towards this dwarven light creature and strike him with my spear.
So you come in close there with your spear. Go ahead and make the attack. You swing wide and kind of miss him. Kind of catches you out of the glint of his side of his eye, and he sees that spear coming close to him and just manages to motion himself just a little bit away from it. Is there anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I look around to see if anybody was looking.
Make a perception check. Yeah, everybody was watching. Alright, with that, nothing else for your turn, right?
No, though.
Except for a slight bit of embarrassment as you kind of missed that swing. It comes up to Fargrim.
Yes. do one thing or do the other thing. So I will simply make my way to clear underneath this tree, and so I can get a good line of sight on the big one, and try to hit him with the Ray of Frost.
All right, make the attack roll.
22.
That will hit. Yep. You guys are
I
level
believe
5,
there's an additional
so...
effect of Ray of Frost.
Yep.
Double check.
And with that, it would slow him down 10 movement speed. However, that's not necessary because, yeah, he's permanently stuck there. As this glass of ice just kind of erupts from where you aim at on his chest and spreads over him, he just kind of stands there still by the code, and his eyes roll back. Anything else for your turn?
Yeah, I'm good.
These guys tough. What should I do? Should run. Should definitely run. Yeah, definitely. Definitely should run. Let me see how fast I can run. Can I run? Oh, wait, where am I looking? Dwarves. Gideon, he's going to run past you and into the cave. You're welcome to take a swing of attack of opportunity on him if you like.
I will certainly try.
Yep, so you use your reaction as he kind of races by you. Thud, 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 thud. Bam!
There you go.
You slam into him. Go ahead and make it a damage attack. 7 points.
Wow.
That's probably the low end on that, ain't it?
Yeah,
feel
I'm
it-
1 point off a min.
You scrape against his back. He kind of lurches forward as he feels the stab of the pick in his back, and he quickly looks at you. He's like, "I recognize that thing." But then he just continues to haul ass towards the mouth of the cave. But that's as far as... Oh, wait. He didn't attack, so he can double dash. So he'll be technically 25 more feet into the cave. So consider him further in than he actually is. Ryder, it is your turn. You just saw this Dogard, the only one that's left. Just haul ass into the cave.
Could I make it to him with my 50 feet of movement speed?
How far are you from the cave?
Hold on one second.
I think you would be 5 feet shy.
Yeah.
You're measuring from the wrong spot.
No, he's 25 feet in. And then...
But he's 20 feet from the cave.
Yeah.
That's 50 feet.
It originates in the elk.
I'd say you could do it. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll run in and try to get at him. Of course, with Storm on me.
I'm gonna roll a
he's
dexterity
forced
check to see if I stay on.
That's probably
Yeah, he is kind of hauling ass. You fall off. Put yourself right here.
Does my ram hit?
That will hit.
It will?
Yeah, 16's armor class.
Oh, crap.
As
My
you
turn,
thud
bro.
into him again, he kind of lurches forward.
He
looking-
needs to make another DC 13 check.
Easily done.
And he takes another 10 damage.
And I will trample him to the ground, and you guys are now officially out of combat.
You hear a roar of a mighty elk. Yeah, and then Ryder comes walking out. Because I dropped my form.
And I drop back Smlingen's hand. Stop.
Storm will go ahead and stand up and brush himself off.
Alright, Storm.
Sorry about that.
Hold,
went a little.
Bar.
I'm gonna jump out and float to the ground.
Okay, you use your Featherfall
Yes.
bow. Not needing to make any checks. You make it to the ground easily enough. One charge expelled. Now, Storm stands up, brushes himself off. Ryder, what did you do?
I walked out of the cave. I had dropped my form as I was coming out.
Got that part. All right. So yeah, there's about 5 guards that got caught off guard by apparently these Dolgar, but you do see other Dolgar that are also being killed. And this here must have been the regiment of them that managed to stay alive. Is there anything you guys want to do while we're all outside the cavern?
I'll look through their stuff.
Yeah. I'll go to this one way over. Wait, how did that one get all the way over there?
I moved
Move
them
him out of the way.
Yeah, I moved them out of the way.
Alright.
He's technically
okay.
over here.
Fargrim does. Do you guys had a prior run-in with these fellows or something?
They were in the cave before.
Yes, but I thought we cleared them out.
It's concerning that they're back.
I'm gonna say
The house visitor is okay.
the only thing you find on these guys are probably their war picks, but most of them are like at this point. I'd say you find they shrink back down because they're no longer enlarged with the corpse or whatever. And there's like what 5 of these guys I said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So you can find 5 war picks if you want to pick them up. They do 1d8 damage.
Meh, I don't use heavy weapons.
And then whoever wants to make an investigation check, and if somebody wants to assist them, I'll allow 1 investigation check.
Oh, okay.
And then you can get advantage if somebody assists. So who's going to make the check?
Fargrim probably do it.
Alright, so Fargrim roll with advantage as Bard kind of helps you go through the corpses.
15.
15. That will get you is give you about 8 javelins.
What's that?
Just javelins.
Oh, javelins. If I said chaplain to it, but
Yeah, you get a chaplain.
Charlie Chaplin?
Get a chaplain. And about 900 gold pieces. After
Pretty
sifting through, and you're not only sifting through like the corpses of these poor Drogar, but also the guards who seem to no longer need their money pouches. You gather up about 900 gold pieces.
I would say that gold probably doesn't belong to us from the guards.
If you want to separate it, you found 400 on the Dolgar and 500 off the guards.
Well, I mean, they don't need it anymore. They passed away.
I know, but their families would.
That's a good point.
Going to collect all the Draugur's dog tags.
Alright.
Do Draugr have dog tags?
Durgar.
Well, it's
Durgar.
not necessarily dog tags, more or less that an emblem that they carry about the brigade that they're part of.
I said Draugr, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, Razors did too, so.
Yeah, don't worry, we all mess it up. Duggars, Braggers, them dwarfs that live under caves. Oh wait, that's all dwarfs. Alright, so...
I would also like it if we would collect the bodies and at least put them out on the side of the road.
By the way, Bar, basically what you're picking up is this emblem of a broken hammer with a shield. The brigade symbol of their military.
Okay.
While they were doing all that, Storm started doing like a rain dance, jumping around, casting Detect Magic, the 10-minute time, the ritual cast.
Hiva hova, hiva hova, hiva hova. Nothing magical except for what's on your party.
I only have 1 magical item, which is fine.
Which you should be attuned to by now.
Yeah, I am. But I
And-
had no reason to use it. Also, I was an elf.
Alright. What's everybody else doing?
Like I said, I want to collect the guard bodies and put them on the side of the road.
Right. So, the
I'll lend a
bodies-
hand to that.
Yeah, and these bodies basically shrink back down, so you're not dealing with enlarged bodies anymore. Roll strength check with advantage for one of you. Athletics. Just to make sure you get...
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
bad.
yeah, you fucking... No sweat, you just... literally, with Gideon there helping you, it's like an easy task. And even you could probably just tell Gideon to do it, and he's like, okay. But easily.
I mean, how my horse?
Be asked, but you know.
Yeah, he asked. Like, could you do that? And he's like carrying him over like it's no sweat. And then between the two of you, you're able to get all these corpses off to the side of the road.
I tried to help at one point, but they're way too heavy for me.
Oh, I also meant the guards. I have the intention to take them home, or at least where I think they're home. Proper burial sort of thing.
Yeah, Basilius, out of all people here, you're the only person who actually owns a cart. I kind of realize that.
A wagon.
Thing you can ride on.
Yeah, and 2 mules. Wait, we all technically saw it.
Do they have names?
Mule 1 and Mule 2. They were given to me by farmers, and I didn't actually get around to naming them.
Ah.
I can ask them their names.
We're
You
good.
can talk to animals too.
Yeah. Wait, can you talk to animals?
For the ritual, yes, I can.
I ritual cast speak with animals.
We're kind of on a schedule right now, so we can save that for later.
Fine. I stopped my dance. That looks very similar to Storm's dance.
He's still in Storm's Gate? What's up with this? Alright, so now you're all at the mouth of the cave. You set aside all the corpses, kind of leaving them to rest in a way that would be like a proper burial of sorts. What would you like to do at this point?
Continue into the cave.
Alright, so Bar, you're going to continue to lead everybody in, just giving them the finger to come on. Just lining up north to south, put yourself in a marching order. The horses will not be able to go any further than the mouth of the cave.
Towards the back.
It's all normal.
I have the idea that I'm going to tie the horse outside with the mules and the wagon, and I will take my gear that's on the backpack with me.
Alright. Is this the marching order?
I'll be behind with the wizard.
Alright. So proceeding forward, you guys find yourselves in a dark cavern that kind of descends downwards at a slow angle. It gets darker and darker as you go, and then eventually you're all going to have to use light sources. What light sources are we using?
I turn into a giant wolf spider.
So you're going to go ahead and burn your last V shape, or how many do you have?
It's just a short rest. I mean, I have 2 per short rest.
You do know there's this magical invention called torch.
I'm a spider now, so I can't talk.
Yeah, so he's...
It means I can ridicule. It means I can ridicule you all you want without report.
Alright, so you cast...
I'm gonna climb on him.
Storm cast light, and please, let's be friendly. Light is cast, and you're moving forward through this cavern, and it extends onward and onward. You feel like you've been traveling for like 10-15 minutes now. It's kind of echoey in here, kind of damp, but you still descend further. And going even further, you kind of see these scratch marks against the wall, and there's like these long claw marks that are just kind of lining the wall as you get about 30 minutes to 45 minutes in. But still,
Going-
you can... Oh, go ahead, Bar.
Going to loudly whisper in Draconic, Visser, are you there?
Alright, as you're doing that, let me go to his sheet and see if he heard you.
I'm just gonna be on the ceiling, following along the group.
Let's get a round of perception since we're here. You know, I don't know why I don't just use search.
Oof.
I did decently.
Alright, so... Oh, interesting. Basilius, Gideon, Fargrim, you're looking at these claw marks. Gideon, you're well aware where these claw marks came from. However, the rest of you are seeing that these aren't just normal claw marks. Like, these have been etched in with some giant beast or something. If anybody wants to make a nature check that made the perception, you may. To identify the beast, otherwise Gideon could probably tell you.
I am blind, even though I have blind sight.
Well, you're on the ceiling, so you weren't really looking where they are.
Yep.
And with that, yeah, you just know it's like big cat claws. That's all you can make out of it. Descending further, you shouted at him Draconic, "Fizzer, you there?" And nothing at first. And the perception check that was rolled earlier, as you guys kind of continue further down, the ones who rolled high, you can hear a skittering of feet. And then it's kind of quiet for a moment. And now the feet sound like they're about 25 feet away from you. And then in Draconic, "Who there? Who is it?" And that's in Draconic.
Bar.
"Bar! Long time no see!" And then slowly stepping out of the shadows, up close, you see this kobold. He's dressed in like black scales, and his got like a leatherish scale mail of sorts that is also in black. He's got on him a black sight that kind of irradiates a little dark mist as you kind of look at it. It seems to like absorb the very light coming from the spell. But then he looks at Bar, he's like, "Long time no see! How are your friends? Everything go alright?"
Yeah, everything's fine.
I'll drop down from the ceiling.
"Ah! Spider!" And he pulls out his scythe.
It's okay, Vistor. Jet's with us. His friend.
"No, you don't understand. Spiders down here are not friends."
Best one is.
This guy's making sense.
I'm gonna crawl up to Gideon and crawl up onto his back and like look over his shoulder.
Then again, he doesn't look like the spiders I see. These here have like humanoid figures on top of them. They're really weird.
Ew.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
All of a sudden, I turn back into my normal shape. I don't care if I wasted it, and I'm just staring at him.
"Oh, it's another short person like us." Pointing to Bar and Gideon.
Is the army back to these caverns?
Say again?
Is the army back to these caverns?
The Dogar? I mean, they're looking for their manticore, but I took care of that head. They probably got the rest of her body, and they're looking for who did it.
How many are there?
Let me see if he was paying attention.
I mean, a lot would be fine.
What was that you said about spiders, humans?
Oh, you never heard of a Drider? They're like spider human thingies. Usually find them further down, way down. Not here, but way down. I've been there once or twice, but that was the last time I stayed there.
Oh, okay.
But no,
Customers.
yeah, going back to your question, Dogar has been kind of going back and forth. I mean, I count at least 3 or 4 patrols of maybe 6. Don't quote me on that, though. It could be totally wrong. Some of them do tend to hide.
Okay, so there's quite a few down here. Does this cave need clearing out again? Or can you handle it?
I mean, I've been hiding in the shadows, and none of them seem to be bothering me. I mean, some of my kin seem to be helping them, but, you know, it's still kind of still whether or not we want to do anything for them. By the way, I keep hearing there was a dwarf who actually casted some nasty magic on some of my family. You wouldn't know anything about that, right? Like, not these dwarves, and he points down the hall, but they said it was like a light-skinned dwarf.
I look at her.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, it doesn't ring any bells. I know there's similarities there, but it's not me.
He kind of looks you over. Don't quite match the description. You're probably right.
Yeah, I've been in prison for the past year. I've been preoccupied.
What's prison like?
Not fun. It's pretty boring.
Well, that doesn't sound like something I want to do. So anyway...
Nah. I wouldn't recommend it.
So what are you guys doing here? What brings you down to the caverns again?
I'm looking for a mineral. A blue with white speckle. Have you seen any?
Honestly, I don't know if he would.
I think we should leave.
What's that? And he kind of scratches his head.
I don't know.
Neither do I.
Could I make some sort of check to see if I know this mineral? Because I do know, like, some herbalism and whatnot.
It's nothing to do with herbs.
Herbs are not
okay,
ores.
never mind.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
Your
Never
plant,
mind.
if anybody, the dwarf. I mean, stone cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
it's still iffy. Like, that's still going to be high DC regardless. Because this is like a mineral that's not even known. Not even known to Smithersmon, who should have had an idea what it actually was.
Yeah, good point. Okay.
So anyway, not sure it's safe to come down here. I mean, there's been guards from your city that's come down here to kind of clear it out. But then there was like this big ruckus, and then there was just like this onrush from Dolgar that just came out and tried to overwhelm them. And then, yeah, I think you've seen some of those guys up there, right?
Yeah, I saw a few of them.
Do you have any idea why those Durgar are hanging out here?
Oh, we probably killed a manticore that was controlling them, and they're not very happy about that, and they
Really?
probably suspect the people who actually did it are on the surface, and those were like the first guys they saw, so yeah. I mean, I don't blame them.
Are there any of those spider people nearby?
Oh, they're way down south. Wait. I mean, he's like pointing down at the ground, not like cardinal direction. They're way down south.
It's kind of surprising seeing Durgar fight outside.
The Manticore kind of pushed him up here to do some dirty work, but then after the Manticore bit the dust, and thanks to no one else but me and these guys, pointing to the other two halflings that are Bar and Gideon, we managed to kill that Manticore. Your other friends were kind of weak. Where are they, by the way?
You're a good guy.
They're no longer with us, and let's leave it at that.
Oh, well, not that I care, but that one guy, that Tazir, he gave me so many dirty looks, I was almost swearing I had to cut him down. Glad it didn't come to blows, but man, he was looking at me awfully fierce.
I sympathize.
Drow on the surface, you can't trust any of them, whether they're up or down, who knows?
I am kind of giving him an intense look, though, as well.
Something scary about your new short friend, though. Something on your mind, dear.
No, no, never mind.
You seem disturbed. Look, if you need to talk about religion, he puts his clawed hands on your shoulders and says, I know Nefarius. We could talk about him and see if you want to be one of his converts. What do you say?
You should totally do it.
I don't.
Oh, okay. Look, it's fine. Don't answer me yet. But I'm telling you, the good word of Nefarius is going to get out, and you're going to wish you got on board right before it started.
I run to the back of the group.
She's weird. And he's kind of scratching his head there.
She doesn't get out much.
I guess so. Neither do I, now that you think about it. By the way, I came to visit you that one day and I saw... Or you remember that female dwarf? She gave me a bad vibe too. You mean to tell me every one of them's gone? What happened?
Various things.
Well, nefarious things can happen. He kind of mocks and points at his scythe.
If you excuse me if I thought this person would be a bit nefarious.
He said nefarious.
Give me a moment.
Alright.
I'm going to turn back to the group.
Oh, okay.
Should we help clear this out? Or would all of you mind helping me clear this out?
Is that why we came? I was waiting for you guys to drop the bomb, like, what we gotta do. Is this like a team building exercise?
Not intentionally, but
Well, any exercise is team building when you do it as a team.
yes. But no, I had no idea when we were coming here about this. But I've helped them before, and I don't want the Underdark forces to be occupying here again. So would you all mind helping?
I'm in.
Why not? I'll get paid. Is that the official Nefarious theme song?
We're still working out the lyrics. By the way, are you guys done over there yet?
Yes.
So, what are you guys going to do from here on?
Well, we can clear out the cave real quick.
That sounds like a chore. Like I said, there's many groups of them, like 3 patrols, 6 of them at least in each unit. You sure you want to do that? I mean, I don't want to put you guys out.
It'll be no trouble.
Well then, I guess I'll join up with you guys, because I can't let you hog all the glory.
Maybe.
And with that, I'm just kind of moving the map, getting everything set up here as we go into a familiar dungeon for some of you. And I do believe what is it, the lighting, is the lighting working, like you don't see anything?
Yeah, the lighting's doing its thing.
Alright, so give me a minute here while I get all your characters in a row here. I'm gonna go ahead and give you alright, Bar, do you see the light?
Yep.
Yeah.
I do not have light
No,
myself.
not yet. I'm just throwing
I
everybody's
cannot
token on.
control myself.
You cannot. How about now?
I have light.
Doing a million things at once. Give me a second. But this is one of our maps that we used. Let's see here. Is that everybody? Alright, marching order there, and I'll start giving everybody a little bit of light. This may not scale to your actual dark vision, so don't hold it against me. But this is just to kind of give you the idea that this is a cave, it's dark, and you have to kind of go your way into here. Everybody should be able to move their token. Bar, can you move?
Nope.
Why? Mission denied. Let me delete you and okay, I think I know why that's doing. I'm gonna have to go in and fix your stuff later.
Delete that one. I got this one.
Well, does it have light?
It does not.
Well, then you don't have it. Yeah, now it doesn't have. Alright, silence. I kill you. But anyway, you could still have a conversation as you're descending further into the cave. As I get everything else set up, and you guys will wind up at this location at this point. So, like I said, there's, what did I say, 3 groups of 6?
Yeah.
And that's if they're not hiding anybody in the shadows. By the way, I think those beast things, I think they brought a couple of those with them too, so might need to be extra careful.
You're talking about those weird looking cats?
Mm-hmm, those cats. The weird little tentacle tails.
Yeah.
Alright. So, before you go any further into this cave, is there anything you guys want to prepare to do while I'm still goofing off here trying to get the proper stuff that I want out there?
Star.
Yes.
Did you do anything to my character sheet?
I made it that token. It should be you. What did you do?
Deleted all of my HP and temporary HP.
No, I just put your AC and HP in the bar. I didn't touch anything else. And it's not saving. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'll have to look at your thing a little later. But I am populating the dungeon right now, so go ahead and have a conversation if you would. Anything you guys
You said there are some of those things with them?
Yeah, strange beastly things. I mean, it's not a manticore, but they're still kind of scary.
It's a giant black quadruped with tails.
What was it called? The Spacer Beast?
Big kitties with tentacles. It's like a hentai.
Oh, okay. What's hentai?
We're not going there.
Leave Skeletti where Skeletti may lie.
Yeah, let's do that. He was kind of big into that one.
No, you brought this up to Ryder, now she's curious.
Don't worry
This is
about
an
it.
awful thing to be.
Your curiosity will definitely get us killed, so let's not worry about that.
Yeah.
Alright, I think the board is set. So from here, I need, what's a passive perception for everybody?
13.
16.
16? What's, anyone over?
Garbage.
Anybody over 15? Anybody else?
I'm 14.
A little bit under. 16 would definitely mean you're hearing noise coming from the north. Up in this direction, as there's footfalls.
Going to kind of hug the wall and go out there.
Dart between some legs and get right behind bar.
Ladies first. I mean,
Oh, you want to be
first.
thrown under the bus first? By all means, please, come on up front.
I like this guy. He makes sense.
Alright, so
Trying to
Bar's gonna...
stealthily move up.
Alright, so with that, let me go ahead and roll their perception and see if they see you. Wow.
Yeah, he does.
Oof.
Like, that's what they had to roll in order to actually see you, because, yeah. So as you kind of move up, you hear him stop, and then this one kind of turns down. We got company. There's one down here, but you don't hear that. You hear some faint. And they all kind of start gathering up on each other as they're kind of heading in your direction. You're aware of them, so at this point, what would you like to do, Bar?
Please tap me on the shoulder.
So I'm going. Wait, just get in anywhere nearby.
No.
I was supposed to be right behind you.
Well, move yourself up.
Am I not right behind him?
No, that's north of you is. Bar is up. Two
Oh,
scores.
there he is.
Yeah, he's up there.
He was underneath my HP and AC.
Gotcha. So yeah, Gideon's right there behind you as you kind of move up, and then all of a sudden all these Dolgars stop what they're doing, start gathering into a bunch and start heading in Bar's direction. But
How high is the ceiling?
it varies, like 15 feet in most places, but some of it shambles down to about 10 feet, and then there's some parts where you have to kind of crawl to get through, but in this open space, about 10 to 15.
I'm
Oh yeah.
going to. Alright, nah, here you go.
I was gonna say if I had a chance beforehand, I would want to cast Call Lightning.
No, you don't. You're down here, so you wouldn't even know to do anything. Bar didn't alert anybody.
Oh, okay.
So at this point, I just need you all to roll initiative.
Yeah, Call Lightning only works on outside.
No, it can work on inside as long as it's 10 feet.
Yes.
As long as I have 10 feet.
Horrible time to burn a nat 20, but
Where is my initiative? There it is. That's a 6.
Making some adjustments to our minions here. There's 2 of these. Seem to be wearing a little bit more than the others. Alright, top of the order, it looks like it'll be Gideon. Oh wait, hold on, we got one more character to roll. Yeah, I want in on this fight. He fucking takes the lead.
Wow.
So Visor pulls out his scythe, kind of noticing that these guys are closing in. Easily enough. You see him flash away in the darkness and just kind of appear in front of these guys. And he peels out his scythe like, "Ha, how are you guys doing? I brought friends!" And starts slash attacking the first one he comes up to. Excuse me. First one misses. He comes down again, and the one that he's particularly aiming at just kind of brings up a bracer and chips him away, and he kind of staggers by. It's like, wait a minute, this guy's a little bit tougher than the other ones. Be careful, guys. But he will. Level 5 fighter gets 3 attacks, right?
No.
2.
Well, then he'll just Excercise this bitch because he's in a hurry. Oh wow, Visor, you're looking bad, bro. So he wastes his Excercise, and then at that getting, you see him up there trying to slash this one. He's having a hard time contacting them.
run straight in.
Alright.
Go ahead and do my ragey bit.
So you start going into a rage and start yelling at this Dolgar.
And then I will take 2 attacks.
First one hits, second one will miss. Unless, which one are you aiming at?
I was going to start hitting the one in front of me and start chipping away at the top line.
That one there? In that case,
Yeah.
both of those will hit. For a total of...
Pain was had 37.
Holy shit, and you managed to slaughter that one. And they notice their back line getting slammed already, and they're like, ah! Anything else on your turn, Gideon?
And since he's dead, I will move up to his spot.
Alright. Farground.
So you're gonna move that dead one, just diagonal one. There we go.
Kind of
Okie
kick
dokie.
the corpse and throw it up there to the side.
Let's see now. Yeah, why not? I will. Look right there. Look to the raging halfling and say, "Now presenting the attack of the giant midget," and I cast Enlarge on him.
Dear Lord.
Okay.
As you burst open in size, you grow huge. For
To
once,
medium.
Yeah, for once you're towering these dwarves.
I'm still medium.
Yeah, it goes from small to medium.
So I guess you would still be there. But
Yep. But he still gets that bonuses, including the 1d4 extra damage. So yay!
yeah, I don't know, we'll use that, I guess. Anything else for your turn, Fargo?
I'm good.
Yeah, remember that, because I don't think I want to read all that yet.
It's fine.
So all that matters for me is a 1d4 extra damage on attacks.
Nice.
And more and more advantage on strength challenge rolls, the same throws, which you already have at raging.
Right.
Storm, what would you like to do?
I'll go ahead and move up and then toss some lightning at this front guy right here.
Alright. Pick your attack, or roll the sheet. Uh, 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my, I think it's Channel Divinity, where I maximize the damage, so it takes 20 damage.
So he'll take 20 damage from your Channel Divinity Storm, Lightning Blast, and he kind of stares at you like, huh, think that hurt? Wait till I show you the hurt. Anything else for your turn?
I'll go ahead and quicken another lightning. And that's my turn.
Alright. Just need to double check, see if there's any immunities maybe. Alright, so with that, we are now to... Virtue. Tell me, what are the virtuous ways of your warlockness?
Well, the warlockness is still not coming. Instead, I'm just going to straight up to the dwarves, and hopefully this time try and use my spear.
So he comes swinging out with the spear. Make the attack. And this one, he just puts his left arm up and you hit the bracer and it just bounces off and falls back to the ground as he pushes your attack away. Just kind of mocking you at this point. Is that all you got? Well, you don't hear that. You hear rah, 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 rah. Just kind of get the tone of it. Anything else for your turn?
No.
Alright, Basilius. Are you there?
Yes. Sorry, I was.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Move forward.
Alright.
Let's get a line of sight on the Dwagar that are near the entrance. And I fire on to this little guy
Alright.
with the longbow. Just one of my attacks.
So you go pulling out the longbow, getting in position, firing off. Go ahead and shoot your arrow. That one will bounce off the back of the wall, totally missing him.
And while that's happening, I'll say that he's distracted, and that's Gideon, correct? Right?
The barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll use Commander Strike, using which there we go, which allows him to use his reaction to make another attack.
All right, so I take a swing then.
Yes, if you want.
Why not? I'll take a swing.
And that will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. As you
So
plow
I've got.
into this.
I'll have to add a D4 and 1.
And it adds the superiority die to it, which is roll the 1.
And
Yeah, like that's what we need to do. Give him more damage.
so 17.
17 points of damage as you come clobbering in with this unknown inspiration. Take a swing on your react, or uses your reaction still, if I recall, right?
Yes, it does use my reaction.
So your reaction gets burned as you just kind of snap with his order. It's like, take a swing, Gideon, and schwap! You sure do. That should finish your turn, right, Basilius?
Yeah, I move a little bit closer, but yeah.
Taking a swing at... Actually, roll me a d20 virtue and pick odds or even. Or actually, you pick odds or even, and I'll roll the d20. How's that?
Alright, let's go with odds.
Odds it is. Let's see if you win. It's even.
The
so
odds
you-
are never in your favor.
No, it is. So, you swung that spear, and he kind of got you in his line of sight. Visser just totally missed him, but he's realizing you're in his face, and he's like, alright, I'll take care of you, since this little guy's just swinging a toothpick at me. So he brings out his war pick, and he takes a swing. But he misses with that, but you see him raise his arm back up, and he takes another swing. And manages to find purchase as he slams it into the chest plate of your, not sure, you're wearing leathers or breastplate or whatnot.
Magic armor.
Yeah, or your mage armor. Yeah, kind of pierces
Cracks
through
it.
your. Yeah, so the indentations of your arcane armor just kind of indents, and you take 10 piercing damage from his attack. This one here will take a cracked shot at Gideon. And totally miss. Why am I rolling low on these guys? Alright. This guy's going to kind of move up into this corner space to get a better grip against Fizzer there. So we'll go ahead and make attacks against him. Let me check his AC real quick. Alright. So he comes swinging. First swing missed, however he reels back as well, coming down for a second attack, and Fizzer's just bouncing back and back. It's like, holy shit, these guys aren't playing around. This one, where do we want to go? They're going to surround you, or Gideon. And,
Bring it.
Yep, they're putting you in a pincer attack, which, if it's like this, a sandwich, just so that you guys know, you can get advantage.
Yeah, the flanking sandwich.
Yeah, the flanking sandwich will give you advantage in this game. So they're going to go ahead and take advantage on you. With the natural 20. So this pickaxe comes barreling down on you, dealing 10 damage, but you're raging, so that's fine. So you feel this piercing into your shoulder blade as you're enlarged. You're taking a better brunt of it, and it just kind of jams into your shoulder, and you just kind of shrug it off. And he kind of reels back, and he's like, huh. And for all you know, he's just mocking you. With that, it comes up to Bar's turn.
Going to step out away from the wall and put another arrow, attempt to, in this door.
Alright. So you come out there, make us pull back the bowstring, you let loose. Let's see here. That would be a miss. As it tings off this pauldron of his off his like plate mail pauldron that he has up there, and it just kind of feels his shoulder go backwards a little bit, but nothing happens from that point. Anything else on your turn?
Bonus action, I'm going to use help on the wizard.
Alright, so you're going to offer Fizzer help as you try to distract whoever he attacks next. Right?
That's it for me.
Alright, Ryder.
Alright, let's see, what can I do? I'll run up my full movement to get to next to, bar.
Come rushing in
And
there.
I'm gonna weave my hands together, forming some green magic, and lob it over here and cast Entangle.
Spell card, please.
Right here. Yeah, 1 second.
Alright, so you're putting it here?
Right here, where I just drew the green. It should get all of the dwarves over there, and our little friend. I mean, it might.
You
miss them,
entangle this or
Well, it's just that he's just in the way. I mean, it's getting mostly
5,
the
10,
dwarves.
15, 20. 5, 10.
I say
15,
sorry as I
That's
uh,
what you're entangling.
It should be able to hit right here.
I mean, I could be real mean and say the point of origin of this is actually the middle.
The 20.
Yeah, this is a 20-foot square. So if I was just to put that as your middle point of origin, that technically would be what you would hit.
It's 20-foot length, not 20-foot radius. That's where.
It says 20-foot square starting from the point within range.
Okay,
So
then I'd have to probably move it like right here then. To actually get them.
Well, here, move. Where do you want this left-hand corner of this
I just
square
want-
to start?
Basically right here. I want to hit these 4 dwarves that are back here.
Alright, so for the duration, these plants turn the ground into difficult terrain. A creature in the area, when you cast the spell, must succeed a strength saving throw.
I'm trying to avoid Gideon and Lextra. Is that Lextra?
So you want it
Yeah.
on top of.
Well,
Visser.
Visser has advantage, and so do I actually.
Yeah, I just don't want to hit these dudes.
Alright, so we'll move it over there.
Yeah.
So let me. How many Dolgar do I have in that? 4. So I'll go ahead and roll those real quick.
I just read the
You-
thing wrong.
Yeah, you're being
Sorry.
complicated. We should quit it.
I'm sorry.
DC is what? What's your
Sorry.
DC? Look at your spells.
It's 15. 15. Sorry, I was opening it.
So, 2 save, 2 fail. I'm gonna call this one and this one here. So your red
It's still
dots are
rough
red
terrain
dots.
either way. So, they have to move with double movement.
Fizzer's fine. He looks down at this ground and said, "Hey, what the hell's the big idea here? I'm on your side."
Sorry!
Yeah, I'm going to
You're just in the way, I'm sorry.
You're right. We must teach them the ways. I understand, Master Nefarious.
I'm so
Oh.
confused.
Oh shit! Hold on.
He's speaking to his god in battle. How weird is that?
It must be done.
He's not gonna come over here and try to stab me, is he?
5, 10, 15, 20. He disappears, reappears behind you. Yep. He'll use his Shadow Fade, a trait that he gets from Nefarious. And he will technically get advantage on his attack as he makes it. You must be taught how to accept others and understand your place when you're in combat. Else you'll get something like this. No, wait. That wasn't the swing. Oh, wait, that's what
I
advantage,
can't see
though.
his swings.
That's what advantage, though. So, and his second swing hits.
I can't see him swinging.
Yeah, it's GM. Sorry. Visser is special. He doesn't show his dice. If you really want to see it, you can look at the stream. So, $12 points of damage. And I need a
Alrighty.
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
There you go.
Alright, so you save against the first effect. Second one, he rolled a natural 20. And I need another DC saving throw from you. And 13 points of damage. That will be a fail. And I will roll that.
That puts me down.
8 points of damage. And Visser just seems energized as he puts the druid down to the ground. Put me in entanglement with you. Separate me from my god. Huh?
My
Where am I?
entanglement also falls.
And
So that's gone.
after Ryder falls to the ground, Visser kind of looks up like, huh? What happened?
I don't entirely blame you.
Gideon, you just saw Visser get entangled, or almost entangled, and he got outraged by it, and he just kind of blitz-snapped, blinked out of vision, and then reappeared behind Ryder, and then all of a sudden Ryder's on the ground.
Right now, there are enemies that need killing,
Yep.
but that is noted.
Alright, so what do you want to do? First
That'll
swing.
really.
Wow. You take 2 swings and they both fall short. Apparently, Fizzer's quick movement just kind
A
of threw
3
you off
and
the
a
game.
2. Like,
Yeah, that's a... At least it wasn't a 1. Did not get the rolls.
I get to
there.
re-roll the ones.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And then you'll re-roll it and it'll be a 1 again. Bargrim! Or there's nothing else for your turn, right? Bonus actions or anything? Gideon? To make sure you got
Unfortunately, not.
I mean, you can cuss at Visser if you want, or yell at somebody if you need to.
Yeah.
Alright.
Druid,
Fisher, what the hell? Friend.
Fargrim.
Druid, why did you piss off the nice kobold?
The druid doesn't hear a word, but go ahead and do whatever you want to do.
Okay. I'm going to move to here.
Visser's kind of scratching his head like, I don't know what happened. Oh dear. Need to fix this somehow.
Can I aim like, just towards this way?
Uh-huh.
Like 45-degree angle that way? And cast Burning Hands at 3rd level.
Ooh, sounds deadly. Roll me the card so I can check what I got to save on.
It's 15 reflex save for 9
Dex.
damage.
Dex.
Aiming it this way. If these two are getting hit, I will use spell sculpting to make them so they automatically save.
I would think you can, like, if this was like the point of origin of swords, you could easily capture both lines of that, but
Either way, they're fine.
yeah, you're fine. So we need dex saves on these. 1 in the back. It's 40,
No.
takes full damage.
You said 3rd level Burning Hands? Isn't that 1st level?
Yes, I used at 3rd level.
19 on the
Is that
one at the
first
bottom
level?
left.
3d6?
That's not 3rd level damage. I need to roll 2 more d6. So that's 7 plus 9 is 16 fire damage.
Alright, what was the save? Like, DC again?
15.
Alright, so 3 of them saved, 1 of them failed. total max total again? I'm sorry.
16.
16 points of damage on the one in the far back, but the others will take 8. So this guy here, who's in like some heavy plates along with his buddy there, take 8 points of damage, and this one here will take, wow, he's looking pretty rough. The one over by Gideon is looking very hurt, but he's still standing. Anything else for your turn, Fargrim, as your burning hand rips out and just kind of bursts across these 4?
This is why we don't let children go out on adventures.
And with that, we come to Storm's turn.
I use healing hands on Ryder.
So you walk up to Ryder, healing hands, how much for?
5.
You get 5 points of HP and you're conscious, but you're still on the ground.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know, you just fell down for some reason. Hey,
I
thanks for
guess
picking
I
her
fell
up.
and
I
I
don't
fell
understand
through
what
and I
happened, but
fell.
still. Just Storm, anything else for your turn? That's your action, so what's left?
I'll quicken at the nearest guy, the one that we've been wailing on for a while.
Which one? Or, okay, that one. Whew. Okay, that's an attack hit, so that will hit. 5 points of damage. He feels a jolt in his body and he looks at you, he's like, and he's reaching for a horn, but you don't, it's not his turn yet, so he's not going to be able to use it. Anything else for your turn? I do believe that finishes it.
Yep, that's my turn.
Alright, just making sure. Virtue, it comes back to you, my friend. You want to keep poking him with spears?
In the current situation, yes.
By all means, my friend. Don't let me stop you.
Ooh. Not good at this fighting.
No, this toothpick just is not connecting. Like, you're almost convinced this is a toothpick you're holding and not an actual spear. You must have...
It actually might be a prop spear. I may have mistaken.
That could be it, right there. So with that, you're just taking a swing, nothing else? Bonus action or anything?
Nothing else I can do.
Alright, Basilius.
Alright.
You just saw this kobold just snap because they got caught in an entangle, raced behind Ryder, backstabbed the fuck out of her, and then he's like, what happened? Saw Storm go down there, give a quick heal, lift him back up, and Ryder's fine. And then,
Ish.
yeah. But what would you like to do?
Well, that seems like something to concern ourselves with half.
Assuming it doesn't happen again.
Yeah. Well, which one's the one that's bloodied up?
Well,
between
let's see
those
what we
two?
got here. Make me a perception check, and I'll tell you how bloodied. Okay, with that, you know this one is standing at death's door. This one seemed to have taken a bit of damage, but not so bad. But the one over here, he's hardy as hell, and the one behind him, I don't know, he's bloody.
Alright, I'll take a shot at this one.
Alright,
With a longbow.
so pull out the longbow, pull an arrow back. Clink, clink, clink. You hear your arrow hit the wall, nothing else. Is that a natural one?
No, it's 7.
That is a natural one.
That is a natural one. Hold on one second.
Yeah, it's a natural one modifier.
Well, then
You
I'll...
hit Ryder, she goes down again.
He was hitting the one right next to me, so...
Well, I'll fire again.
I want you to
Since
roll
we're
me
on there.
damage for that arrow. Alright. So, your arrow went off, and you're like, oh shit, I let go too soon or something. All of a sudden, why is your name slipping? Alright, Fargrim. You just take 6 points of damage as this arrow sticks in your ass. But go ahead and take your second shot there, Basilius. See if you can redeem yourself before he turns around and bitch. And we're firing at this one in the back. Let me double check the AC. AC is 16, my friends, so that will miss. But that one just kind of clatters off his armor and does no damage. But then, you know, Fargrim, you felt that arrow pierce you in the butt.
Ew.
Yeah. Dolgar's turn, though.
I use my last movement to move far again.
Come on, man.
I'm getting out of here. Alright. Dolgar, let's see. On his dying breath, he's going to take another swing at Gideon there. Let me grab the right sheet. Alright, I closed. I wish I quit that. Or pick to the air as he swings down with advantage. 17, does that hit?
Negative.
You're at what, 18 now? Something like that? 19, okay. So that one misses. The one next to him on the other side, he'll take his shot, of course. He'll miss like a bitch. Virtue swinging a toothpick at this one, so he's going to go ahead and raise his pick up once. He whiffs on that one, but he raises it again. 16 hits, believe, right?
Yes. Just barely.
And he pierces you for 4 points of damage as he kind of knocks your spear downward to the ground and gets a clean swipe on you. And then you're like, this prop just is not helping. We could just pull javelins. Yeah, let's do that. He talks to the guy behind him, and he's going to make a move to move back 15, 20. He's going to go full 25 back. This guy, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'm going to see if they got line of sight of anybody. You will do. Okay, so we can get anybody over here. He's going to toss a javelin. This guy here is going to pull out 2 javelins, and the other one will pull out 1. 2 on Virtue, 1 on Bar. You're not hidden, are you?
Nope.
Give me a second. I'm going to roll a d4 for those groups down there at the bottom. Oh. Okay, let's see what happens. Alright, first javelin. Okay, 2 javelins are going towards our warlock friend, so let's get him out of the way. It's a miss, but an 18 will hit. 3 piercing as a javelin slams into your leg. And then 1 javelin will go flying, and I'll tell you the victim as soon as I swing.
What's the range on the javelin?
It is 30, 120. And Ryder, you see this thing land right in front of you, but it misses.
Sorry, I didn't mean to click that twice. I was trying to...
And those 2 backing up. Bar, it is now your turn.
Since going to go over here and grab Excercise Scythe and try to push him back to the right. Just to get him away from
Might want to do something more productive, but if that's what you want to do.
and would that be an action? Or...
Well, it would be, yes.
Yeah, I'll just go with the action.
Alright, so
Or,
what do you want to do? Like, Visitor's not afraid of anybody.
Alright,
If they're gonna come at him, let them come. Alright, go ahead. That will hit. Go ahead and roll with sneak attack. For a total of 17 points of damage at the one at the bottom, right?
Yeah.
He gets wounded in the neck. It hits him, and he's kind of bursting blood, and he's quickly like pulling the arrow out and holding his neck to try to keep from bleeding, but he's still standing. He's wobbling though. He's looking really rough. Anything else for your turn?
Bonus, I'll use a help action on a Warlock.
You know what's funny? You gave him the help action and he used it against Ryder.
Yeah, I know.
Ryder, what would you like to do as this black kobold standing right behind you, scratching his head?
Ow.
You can use half your movement to stand up.
Well, yeah, I do that, but I'm like, oh, what does that? I don't know.
I don't know how you fell down, but hey, I was here to pick you up, and so was he. And he points over at Storm.
Oh, thank you. I cast my spell and saw a blur. I mean, did I set off a trap?
That must be it. That has to be it, right?
That has to be it, right? Yeah, right.
Alright, so what do you want to do?
Okay, 40-foot radius. I want to cast Sleet Storm, but I'm not exactly sure. 40-foot radius. Let me just see where I want to cast that to not hit anyone.
And post that spell card when you can.
Yep. Oh no, that'll get all of them. I'll have to move if I want to get, like... Can I cast, like, all the way back here so that I don't hit my friends?
Well,
or no?
You can set the range 150 feet away from you, but you have to be able to see the range.
Okay, never mind. I can't do that then.
You might want to pick something else.
Alright, I'll just shoot my my bow at it since that's the only thing I can do without hitting friends.
Alright, which one are you aiming at?
Ooh, I'll be right here. This one.
Alright,
The one
go
that's
ahead
almost dead.
up top. Gotcha. Go ahead and make your attack
Yeah.
roll.
I just did.
That will hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage. You pull out your short bow, and your arrow makes its mark as it lands square in the eyes and right between the nose, and it just breaks right through his face. He falls over and topples over dead.
I kinda cringe and I'm like, sorry!
Oh, wow!
And,
you can actually do stuff! That's great! Don't you dare touch me again. And now
Yeah, that's
Fizzer is like, I'll go and clean up, guys. Seriously, Fizzer, fucking hit. Thank you. First one missed. He's like, oh, I meant to miss. And he swings, and he does 15 points of damage to this boyo. And then he needs to make a saving throw. Constitution, so let me roll that. Resolving, fail. So another 1d12. Has 7 points more. He's still alive. And Fizzer feels like this glow of energy just kind of fills into this little kobold body and then fades. Take that, Gideon.
This is about to be nasty, I think.
You know, even with advantage, the first swing still missed. That's fucked up. But yeah, it's all you know.
Alright, so I've got the one behind me, which gets advantage.
So you bring up the pick, and then all of a sudden, BAM! Do damage. I loosened him up for you as your pickaxe comes down, barreling on top of his head, and you just smash him to the ground. New sensation since you're standing taller than a dwarf, and you're hammering him into the ground.
Right?
Yeah, so that's that attack. What else you want to do?
Then whoop.
And you slip past this Drogar, running off to the other side of him.
Big as the hell with these guys.
Yep, go ahead and roll damage. And once more, you're just whack-a-mole at this point. Whack! Whack! And they fall down to the impact of your war pick.
Alrighty, and then that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Make a move.
And I still have 5 feet.
Alright.
Yeah, I
So
still have 5 feet of movement left. If I wanted, I could dive between the two of them.
So you just like, hey guys, where you going? And they're like looking at you like, huh? Fargrim.
Surprise!
This oversized halfling comes waddling through the caverns like, hey, where you going?
5/8 sling.
5/8 sling.
Alright, what's Fargrim doing though?
How's the kobold looking?
He
Injury
is
wise.
healthy as fuck.
He's doing fine.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Alright. Waddle my fat ass over here. Just, hey guys, how you doing? I will slam my battle axe into the ground and cast Earth Tremor.
Alright, roll me the card.
Use my thingy, my sculpt spell to avoid Gideon.
So the only one that's get affected are the two. So I will need to roll a dex check against your DC, what, 15 or 16?
15. No,
1
and
and a
no.
3. Yeah, so go ahead and roll me some damage.
Take 2 damage or knock prone.
Ooh, no, they fall over. Oh dear. We'll use this for prone.
Yeah, fuck you too. Let's just says Earth Tremors is garbage. I'll prove you wrong.
And with that, those two are not prone. Anything else for your turn?
And also note that all the area affected becomes difficult terrain if it is loose earth here.
Alright, so draw a shape with the square of your area if you would, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Use the draw to draw the shape of it.
I'm trying to
As you do that,
10.
I will ask for Gale to go ahead and take his turn.
So
Accidentally
10.
tabbed over it. But Gale, it's your turn.
1, 2, 4, 5. Trying to
Okay,
pace it better. Okay.
that'll work.
Right there. It's 10-foot radius around myself, so it'll be right
That'll work.
here.
So with that, Gale, what are you doing? Are you muted?
Oh, I was just waiting for him to stop talking.
Oh,
I
okay.
just tossed some lightning at this guy right here, and I think I missed.
Yeah, that will miss. So you fall short with that as it fizzle out before it gets to him. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Alright, with that we come to Virtue and your toothpick. What would you like to do?
Well, I sort of gaze down at my hand
Uh-huh.
and try to conjure up an Eldritch Blast
Alright, so make your attack roll.
to the nearest door.
Alright, so you all of a sudden, like, the staff just ain't cutting it. All of a sudden you push your hands down and this eldritch energy starts to burst into your breast. Make your attack roll. You got the spell card, or what's up?
Yeah, she didn't register it. Spell.
It should be in the compendium, because I do have player handbook this time.
Oh yeah.
You can drag it over, drop it in. That way you don't have to type it up.
You had advantage too, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be within 5 feet of the target to get advantage. If not, he has disadvantage.
Really?
Yes.
It'll just be a straight roll because Bard gave him advantage with help action or bonus action, and then he's prone, so it should be a disadvantage. So it should just be a straight roll.
It'll be a straight roll. So go ahead and just roll.
Alright. How do I cast it?
Did it work?
I think roll 27, one of its freak out sessions. It's
He's
like,
asking for
Yeah,
your
one
level.
should.
Oh, make sure you cast it at your level. It's probably asking you what level it is. And you gotta cast it at whatever level you're allowed.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That'll hit. Go ahead and roll the damage.
My damage is probably it's a D10 extra.
So all of a sudden, this guy who's been trying to spearfish everybody's like, "This is enough." Eldritch Blast comes flying through the air and slams right above Fargrim's head, as the one that's kind of hardy still takes 7 points of damage from the Eldritch Blast as it ripples across him, and he's just kind of shaking there for a moment. He looks towards the one that cast it at him. It's like, I've been parrying his fucking spear for days, and now he fucking hits me. But he's saying it in a language you don't understand. Anything else for your turn, Virtue?
I think you have another blast. Eldritch Blast
it
just two.
you should have 2 at 5, right?
Yeah, it should.
Yeah.
So go
that's
ahead and make
that's
another.
Well, no, it's 2 rolls for damage.
Yeah,
It's 2 separate attack rolls.
Yeah, it
Oh, is
comes
it?
out. It comes out as 2 separate attacks. So go ahead and roll
Okay.
it again. Spellcasting modifier, you should still probably hit. More than likely, but I probably jinxed it, so it'll probably roll 1. Oh, it rolled low, so yeah. It shoots over and then almost burns the beard of Fargrim, but it lands next to the side of Gideon as it just kind of fizzles out before it reaches the Dogar. But yeah, your first one made contact, so definitely turned a few eyes with that. Oh hey, that warlock's actually doing something! And with that, anything else for your turn before we move on, Virtue?
That'll be it.
Alright, Basilius, we come back to you, friend.
Well, I move closer, and I'll fire my long bow at this one, dude.
It'll be at disadvantage since they are prone, but go ahead.
Oh, well, and instead I'll just instruct Gideon to slam him once again
Gideon,
with the Commander Strike.
so with that, Gideon, you're told, hey, use that reaction. Hit that guy again. So go ahead and make an attack.
It's advantage because they're prone, yeah?
Yes.
Yes.
God damn.
Yeah, that one's going to miss on the guy on the right. So you take a swing, and this one just brings his bracer up just in time to get your pickaxe, and he just kind of pushes you off, and he's like, this little midget that's been growing up here needs to fucking back down, but you don't understand that. He's saying it in a language you don't understand.
We get it.
Yeah.
You don't,
Basilius,
you don't
anything
understand
else?
them.
Interesting. Let's see what we can do here.
All right, since they're prone, I'm gonna take my next shot, and I'm just gonna go end that turn.
Alright. Said you're going to take a shot? Because I think you shoot and didn't tell them to take the second one.
And I'm gonna take the second shot.
Like, I think you still have to attack anyway, right? In order to do the commanding strike.
I mean, you might as well.
Well, yeah, he's
Well,
got it. Yeah, I'm waiting for you
it-
to shoot your bow. It's going to be a disadvantage, though. There you go. Shoots on the other side of that Dogar. Kind of landing over here with a clatter. Aim's just not what it is today. Oh, Dogar's turn. Using half their movement to stand up. We're gonna roll morale. Let's see here. Let's do. Take a chance or stand and die. Stand and die it is. Run away. Reaction burn on Gideon though. So this one burns half his movement to stand up, so that puts him at 15 to move. And then he'll use dash 5, 10, 15. Dash action to go 25 further. This one's just gonna stand there and take it. He's just gonna fight. But who does he want to fight? Fargrim. War pick comes up, and it comes down. With
No.
Okay, that was a 3 he rolled, but it comes up again. And
Also no.
whiffs. Yeah, so he's just having a hard time there. Bar, it is now your turn.
Going to try to move as close as I can.
Alright.
And try to fire an arrow at him.
Which one? The one that's running, or
The one
this one?
above Fargrim. Yeah.
Alright, yeah, go ahead and make your attack. And that will hit. Roll with sneak attack. Total of 13. Arrow lands into his shoulder blade, getting between the armor plate and his skin, and it's just piercing into him as it lands with a thud. Anything else for your turn?
I'll use the last. Or never mind. I'm out of movement. So no, that's it.
Alright, with that, Bar's turn ending. Ryder, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna move quite a bit closer. And I'm gonna point my staff in his face and throw some poison at it. Wait, no, they're resistant to poison.
Would you know that?
Would I know that? That's a good point. I know that, but... Poison spray.
What's the con
DC 15.
So he fails, but he'll still take... It looks like he doesn't take the full effect, but he still looks like he got hurt by it.
Bullshit.
Kind
And,
of wipes his hand across his face and down the beard, and then just shrugs the poison to the ground as he stares daggers at you.
Materialate another flame blade, since that would have went down. And be like, stay back. And holding it out in front of me.
Alright.
That ends my turn.
Let me double check his move speed. Yeah, you could do that. Disappearing as he rushes past you, Ryder. But he reappears next to the Drogar. You're kind of relieved, but you feel that wind just past you, and you're like, holy shit, where'd he come from? And Fizzer's on the opposite side of you, and he just kind of glares at this Drogar and looks over at Gideon. Fizzer, friend, don't you worry. I'll take care of this. I hope.
Yeah, explain
Nice.
this. Explain at my back.
So a 21 and a 20, those will both hit. 5 and 6, that's a total of 11, and then I'll do DC saves on his side. Failure. Woo. He goes to work on this one, tears into him. However, he does not finish him off, but you do see him standing on his last leg as this necrotic-like energy just ripples around the Drogar, and then it shoots into the sight that's Fizzer's holding, and then Fizzer just kind of glows for a minute, but nothing seems to happen. I loosened him up for you, Gideon. How about you finish him off? It is now Gideon's turn.
But there's one getting away.
Well, you have a choice. You can leave this one to me. How about that? Me and this guy, and he thumbs over to the other dwarf wizard. We'll finish this one. You go get that one. Keep in mind that square is bad terrain, or why is that blinking out? Alright, what do you want to do? Gideon.
So there's one square of bad terrain.
Mm-hmm. So cost you 2 spaces to crawl through that one.
You gotta get out of your own space first.
Say it costs you 15 if you want to get out of there.
So I would land there with the full movement.
Alright.
I'm gonna...
What do you see right now, I wonder? I want to log in as a player real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that extra dash just to keep pace.
Yeah, so let's chat who may be watching with us. Let's see what they see real quick.
About to get heavy.
Yeah, I can't see anything because I don't know where you guys are. Hold on. Okay, there we are. So, yeah, you rush up there and you're in his face and you do catch a glimpse of something in the back. Must be that other watch you were told about. Alright, so let me rejoin as a GM so I can see what's going on. Alright, so that ends Gideon's turn. As soon as I get back in here, we'll go ahead and get into the next turn. Nothing else for your turn, though. No bonus action or anything. Right?
No, I do not have a bonus action I want to use right now.
Gotcha.
It's a sad round.
Fart round.
Cool. Move to here. Shocking grasp.
Yeah, finish him off. Oh wow, finish him off. Ow. Here, shake my hand. And he falls over dead. Oops. No, you slap him. This grasping energy just electrifies around your hand, and all of a sudden, this shock wave goes across this Dogard, sending him to the ground, burning it to a nice little crispy Dogard. Anything else for your turn?
No.
And with that, we come to Basilius.
I think you skipped me.
Oh, wait, did I? Yes, I did. And apparently I double-clicked it for some reason. Gale, then Virtue. Gale.
Do I see anything in this room?
Uh,
I see a part of a chest, but is it like shiny? Like
no,
do I pick that out?
it looks like it's been opened.
Oh, I was gonna roll a distraction check.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll start running after Gideon.
Alright. So go ahead and... Difficult terrain moving through this square.
Yeah, so I'll get right there with my movement, and then I guess I'll dash.
Alright. So go ahead and finish your move, or...
I think I can get right there.
Alright, what else? Okay, you double dash, so bonus action, anything else?
It wasn't double dash, it was just a single dash.
Well, I mean, you used your movement, then you dashed up there. So you used your action.
Yeah.
Nothing else?
I'll quicken a lightning at this guy.
How many sorcery points do you have?
So I have a total of 3, but I had used up a 3rd level slot to get some more.
You need to announce when you do that, because here I am, I'm doing mental math.
I did that back before the session started. I guess I'll let you know if we do it
Like, you
beforehand
used
again.
3 sorcery points already, is what I'm saying. Like, you should be at 0, so you shouldn't be able to quicken anymore. Unless you sacrifice now, but you can't. I don't think you can go right into... Well, are you sacrificing the 3rd level now, or...
I assumed I did it before the session started.
Well, you would have been at full at session start. There was no point in creating sorcery points.
It's the bonus action to swat.
Alright.
So yeah, technically you wouldn't have anything left to do, right? I'm just telling you, keep an eye on your sorcery points because you've been using quite a few of them. Anything
I
else?
know. I had 3, and then if I sack a 3rd level slot, I get 5. Each quicken is worth 2 points.
But you have a maximum of 3, right?
I have a max. Well, that's something I get per day. Like
Yeah,
it's
so
starting,
you
but I
can't-
can get more than my max. That's not a hard cap.
Must question you there.
You can't have more than 3.
Yeah, like your sorcery
Mm-mm.
points is your max. You can max out to it, but I don't think you can overbuff it. Otherwise, sorcery would be broken as fuck and everybody would be playing it. And every DM would be like, alright, sorcerers, guess what? You're not in my campaign. So let me just double check, because I don't want to just say I'm right and you're wrong, because I do want to make sure we're playing by the rules. But I
But
think
as long
once
as you're
Go ahead.
as long as you're going by the ratio, you can swap one spell to sorcery points once per turn as a bonus action, and you can't have any more than your max number of spell slots for that level, and you can't have any more than your max number of sorcery points.
Yeah,
But
so player
otherwise,
handbook.
Following that rules, you can do as much as you want.
As a bonus action on your turn, you can expend one spell slot to gain the number of sorcery points equal to that slot spell level. But, you only have so many maximum spells. Let me see. You have 2 sorcery points, you gain more as you reach higher level as shown for you.
You can never have more sorcery points
Yeah,
than
you-
shown on the table for your
yeah.
level.
Yeah, so you can never have more than what you're supposed to have max. As
Okay.
it says under sorcery points. So,
Then I guess that's my turn.
yeah, because you can't overpower your sorcery points. That's just ridiculous. But yeah, we verified.
It is. Trying to come to a conclusion here because it seems like a lot more fighting. I mean, you're at 20 minutes till.
Yeah, we're
midnight.
about to. I think we're going to try to finish off one, and we might have to pick up on the rest of this next week. So with Gale's turn done, it's Virtue.
Alright.
You got difficult terrain in front of you, so it's going to cost double movement to walk through each square.
So that and 8. I'm sort of gonna make my way up here.
Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget the double movement.
Yeah, so what do you want to do from here?
Hmm?
Is that all you're doing, is moving, or what?
Well, I just want to gauge the situation. I don't do anything with it.
Alright.
I am sort of hurting.
Alright, so you're just kind of walking through there. Basilius.
Alright, I'll walk through the rough terrain. I guess that's as much as I can go.
10. Alright. And are you doing anything else?
Well, technically, I can take a shot at it at disadvantage, can't I? At that far range.
How far is it?
I believe it's 150.
I mean, yeah, you could take the shot, but I don't know if it'll. It's 60 feet away from you. What's the minimum on it?
Let me see.
So I think you could still do that straight. Let me double check. I'm gonna look at your bow.
Yeah, 150. Yeah, that's before.
Well, that's the
150 is
long range,
before-
right?
No, long range is 600.
Oh, well then, heck yeah, you can take that shot. No disadvantage. And Lord behold, you're hitting finally. 2 arrows come soaring over your left shoulder and right shoulder, Gideon, as they land into the face of this Dogar. Go ahead and roll me damage.
It was the Christmas crit.
Yeah, must be. So that's a total of more than he has health. and he just kind of flings over backwards and tumbles and then finally falls to the ground dying. And you're just kind of staring at him falling to the ground. You're like, huh, 2 arrows. I mean, I don't know how you want to react to that, but there you go. And with that, I'm going to say we're going to probably put a pin in this, guys, because we are getting into
save the turn order.
Yeah, I could save that there. Technically, it would be the Dogar next, but with the new, I don't know, we could probably re-roll this because this is a new group that you're running into. But yeah, we're joining here, having a team building exercise, teaching people the power of friendship, and don't touch my space. But yeah, anyways, anything you guys want to talk about before we cut off here?
Well, I didn't expect to get stabbed in the back by a kobold.
Didn't expect you to try to only entangle him and the whole group. If you would have done it with everybody, he might have been like, oh, you got your friends too, so you weren't just doing it because I'm a kobold. But he felt like you were being racist.
Wasn't, though. I was just trying to mitigate the amount of
Depression counts for a lot.
Yeah, he rolled an intelligence check and he rolled low. It's like, I'm just gonna go kill him.
Oh.
See, he felt that was
It wasn't just him being a hostile asshole.
Yeah, he felt aggressive with your thing, and that's what caused that. But, yeah, you gotta be careful with them spells, because even your own party could turn like that. And if you do something that harms your party and you don't say anything to anybody, I'm not going to dock them for not, if they wanted to do something similar. But I don't want to encourage in-game fighting either. So with that...
Well, it doesn't do... Sorry. Apologize.
No, it's alright. So with that, our Wednesday crew has finally come in here to a familiar cave. We discovered some Dogar wandering around, and we're building a team-building exercise here to see how everybody fits together. We'll come back to these guys next week, Wednesday at 7 p.m., start up another session and see how far we get, and see if we can clear this cave for Fizzer and see how things go from there. Our Sunday campaign picks up at 12 p.m. Central, so feel free to join us on Sunday to see what the Time War Kingdom is doing. And with that, if you guys want to say goodnight to Chad or whoever might be watching the archives.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Let's hope I don't die.
And with that, do you hear the calling?